hello and welcome back to the Wildland. This is the Joyce. Anyways, last time we finished Natsume's route, and today we're gonna start with May route. But something that suddenly came to mind, like maybe a few hours before I started recording this, because I remembered the choice, and technically, canon love interest is Natsume. Because in that dream beforehand, he did convince her, like, by saying, like, my goal is to graduate. And we can assume that he would probably follow this relatively the same actions as in that dream, because he doesn't remember it. So it would be most natural for him to follow that exact path. Meaning, he would end up with Natsume. Oh, by the way, today I tried to start monetizing my videos, and here's the thing. Apparently you need to, like, fulfill 3 steps. First need to, like, read and accept the whole user. I don't know what the fuck is Nutzungs be doing in English. Not like terms of use, like the terms of use of the YouTube partner program. You have to like read it and accept it. Then you have to make an AdSense account and link it. Then you have to like put in the settings for the monetization. Which, by the way, I made it so only like skippable ads should appear. So yeah, and suddenly the last one, which I don't know what it is in English, by the way. Like roughly translated. Apparently my channel is gonna get like checked, but only like I don't know how to fucking translate that. Is there some way to just translate the whole fucking thing? Apparently there isn't. I'm gonna try roughly. So apparently, like, my channel is getting checked once I get like 4,000 hours of recording within 12 months, and even then, I also need to get 1,000 subscribers. If that isn't like the case, apparently I can't monetize my videos. Yeah, like the minimum things that need to be a thing before you can monetize your videos. I need to abide by the YouTube guidelines. I need to live in a region where the YouTube partner program is there. My channel needs to have overall recording time of over 4,000 hours in the last 12 months. My channel is connected to an AdSense account, and you need to have more than 1,000 subscribers. And that's the bullshit, because I have like one video with over 1,000 views, like 1,400 views by now. And yeah, I know that I wouldn't get the money for them now, but imagine if I tried to do this before I upload the video, if I tried to monetize it before uploading the video, and now the money I would get from like 1,400 views, which isn't that much anyway, now goes down the drain. So yeah, I'm slightly peeved at that. Slightly really peeved, actually. Anyways, let's just go, and I want to get to know more now. Get to know more and know better, and that's my goal. That's for my true objective. I wouldn't be having these problems if I knew. I still haven't been assigned a task as of now. So my main priority should be to live the life of Tobukaito to the best of my abilities. What happens from there on out, I can't say. So that would be a completely honest answer. However, there's something I can do, even if I know little of my purpose in being here. Being to familiarize myself with the area. Tenchu Academy had Special District Morino as a whole. If I can see that this town as a resident would, that will make it easier to fulfill any future objectives I may be tasked with. But to get to know Morino better.
Hi.
To get to know this town better during my stay here. Better. That was my answer.
ふざけるな。そのようなざれ言が通ると思ったのか。
Suddenly loses her temper. I don't know what to tell you. That's the truth. Oh, by the way, let me go ahead and check. May route, good. I know it was gonna be the May route, but my inner paranoia just told me, "Fucking do it, you little cunt." That's basically it. Anyways, maybe not the whole truth, but it was certainly not a lie.
私の監視に気づいていたんだろう。
Me and everyone in the school.
私の監視技術は諜報員のそれだ。一般人に見破ることは不可能。
She seems pretty oblivious.
つまり気づいたお前は相当な手だれだ。お前も連邦の陸軍で諜報の技術を身につけ。
Stop! You don't have to keep talking. You're gonna blow your cover. From confusion to realization, her face undergoes drastic transformation in a split second. I really worry for this girl.
聞いた。
Yeah. I almost doubt that anyone could be this careless. So do I comment on that or keep silent? Maybe after say that, she'll come out and reveal that she's just fooling me. Or alternatively, I could also just leave. Well...
はい。
Sad to interrogate. It would probably dig out heaps of valuable information with little to no effort. Okay, decision time. Oh. I hear footsteps in the stairway leading to the roof terrace. There we go. The loud sounds tell me whoever this is doesn't care about hiding their presence.
お前、仲間を呼んだのか。
Calm down, I didn't. Wait! Hey! Put that away! Stop Rez, she's about to pull out something dangerous. The steps then stop and I hear the sound of an iron door opening.
あ、ここにいました。
May smiles upon seeing the two of us.
迎えに来ました。もう大丈夫です。
Huh? What situation?
はい。転入生2人をいじめちゃダメだってスーちゃんが言ってくれました。いじめ？
Oh, that's nice of her.
はい。さすがスーちゃんです。あ、今スーちゃんに2人が見つかったって連絡入れます。
She pulls out her phone and sends Suguri a text. Oh, by the way, May, the rumor is false. Rindo and I aren't in a relationship.
ああ、はい。そうですね。
Really? How'd you figure it out?
いえ、今朝のカイトくんの様子見てて思いました。付き合ってるという話は噂だったのかなと。
Oh, you're right about that. 100%. Such a good thing that she's so quick to catch on. Boy, I sure wonder why people thought she and I were dating. Makes no sense, right? At this point, I addressed my question to Rindo. Already told her how to respond beforehand. So all she has to do is nod along, and we'll be all set. She's so nervous the words are caught in her throat. I preferred her to saying it directly to me, but oh well. Just have to make do with what we can. Basically, she wanted to help, so she came to me. That's why we're together.
頼みたいことですか?
She was a little scared coming to a new place and wanted help making friends in class. Already been here a while, but myself, plus we're both from the north, so she came to me.
なるほど。わかります。溶け込めなかったら辛いですから。それに、カイトくんなら頼みやすいと思ったんですね。カイトくん、頼りになりますから。
Also, thinking about it, the whole mess with Kill Tobukaito probably happened because she fell for him and thus like really tried to exaggerate the fact that he's innocent. Now that she's just seeing him as a friend, she's probably putting it at a lot more objectively and thus it's more believable. That's what it feels like. That's what it's gonna like. I think that's the reason why she didn't try to kill Kaito in the other two routes. At least I think she doesn't try to kill him here, because that'd be fucking weird. Anyways, thank you. I suddenly received praise, and she, upon hearing my thank you, responds with a warm smile. I was thinking maybe you and Suguri could help her too. I'll still do what I can, but I think it does help to have friends of the same sex you can talk to and confide in. Would you be willing to do that for me, May?
いいですよ。
I knew that she would agree, but what I didn't expect was for her to say so instantly without a moment's hesitation.
では、行きましょう。みんな、お二人が帰ってくるの待ってますよ。
Oh, right. Yeah, let's go. Hey, Rindell.
どうした?
We're going back to the classroom.
教室? 今戻ったら私は大丈夫です。スーちゃんがみんなを説得してくれましたから。スーちゃん? それに、カイトくんから事情を聞きました。不安だったんですね。それは。
Whoops, sorry.
もう大丈夫です。カイトくんもいますけど、スーちゃんもいます。微力ながら私もいます。はあ。
May smiles as Rindell looks at her, confused.
さあ、戻りましょう。
May takes Rindell's hand and starts to walk off. Rindell seems afraid and looks to me for help. My mouth, it'll be alright with my lips. But she ultimately ends up dragged away by May before I can see any indication that she got my message. She still seems afraid. It's a little surprising that she can't lip read.
ってことで、リンドウさんはカイトのところに相談に行っただけなのよ。
Wait a second, what was that line? The words convinced them and the class erupts in noise. Some even apologize to Rindell personally. Rindell herself, however, still seems to be in a state of panic.
そうか。これにて一件落着だな。
元はといえば岩清水。あなたが勘違いして噂広めるからこうなったのよ。転入生二人に謝りなさい。
今謝ろうと思ってたところだ。いい転入生、悪い転入生、総じてごめん。
Udak apologizes with an insult.
ってことでリンドウさん、あいつも反省してるみたいだから許してあげて。あ、うん。それは私も反省してます。転入してすぐに変な噂信じちゃってごめんなさい。
A second, I'm kind of out of it right now.
よし、今日はリンドウさんにおごるよ。お昼は一緒に学食行こう。それはありがとう。気にしないで。
Thanks to Suguri's bright and cheerful demeanor, she finally manages to get a few words out of Rindell. The rest of it is in Rindell's hands now. Glad that's over with.
お疲れ様です。
Sigh in exasperation, and respond to May. Thanks for doing your part, May. You really helped a lot. I think Rindo's gonna be alright.
そうですね。なっちゃんなら大丈夫だと思います。
And his first name is Natsume, so Natchan. Simple indeed, but simple has the benefit of being easy to remember. Guess we'll see where things go from here. But really, I'm glad I asked you two to help her. Can't thank you enough.
カイトくん、優しいですね。
Huh?
なっちゃんも同郷だからってだけで声をかけたのではないと思います。
True, she didn't actually go to me for help. She was spying on me, and that led to us talking. Simple as that. Wanted to divert her attention away from me so I could escape her watchful eyes. I also wanted to draw other people's attention towards her. Ultimately, May and Suguri were the ones who accomplished those things for me. Well, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it.
はい。
As much as it pains me, I have to live a lie, so that the people around me can continue to smile. School is now out for the day. As I'm packing up my belongings, May struts over to me.
カイトくん、なっちゃんとスーちゃんと一緒に東村山家に行ってきます。
Oh yeah! Okie dokie. Have fun. I have no idea what the Higashimura Yamaka is, but I don't bother asking.
カイトくんは行きませんか？
Only after she says that do I see Suguri talking to Rindo. From what I catch of their conversation, Rindo apparently showed exceptional performance during PE. Yoshimizu said that this is proof that all transfer students from the Commonwealth have amazing physical prowess. I don't have to tell you that he's sorely mistaken. For one, I'm from the UPJ, and there's also the fact that Rindo is in the military herself. It's not surprised that we'd outclassed the people whose only source of exercise is PE class, and even the people on sports teams. Our bodies differ on a fundamental level. Is anybody trying to recruit Rindo?
誘われたけど、どこにも入るつもりないみたいです。だから、スーちゃんに断ってもらっていました。
Gotcha. Imagine Suguri is pretty athletic herself, considering all the friends she has in various sports teams here. Maybe she respects or even looks up to Rindo for athletic abilities. From what I've seen thus far, Suguri is primarily the one who approaches Rindo instead of the other way around.
カイトくんは行きませんか？東村山家。
Sorry, but I'm busy today. I'll gladly join you guys next time, though.
そうですか。残念です。またお誘いします。
Wow, that's already a difference from the other routes. You don't go to the Higashimura Yamaka. Like you have them go on their own because you're busy. Thank you. Something wrong? All of a sudden, she's staring at me.
カイトくんって断るときも一生懸命に見えます。
What do you mean? I calmly inquire.
いえ、気遣ってもらっていると思いました。ありがとうございます。
I wasn't being considerate. She nods with a smile and leaves things at that. I myself have nothing further to add. Either, after my denial. I feel like the whole point of this round is just gonna be May super guilt-tripping him. Like, she's just constantly gonna be like, wow, Kaito, you're so nice. Wow, Kaito, you're very, very, very trustworthy. And he's just standing there, fucking... His outside is calm, but inside he's fucking screaming, apologizing to May like, I'm sorry! After that, May walks out the door alongside Suguri and Rindo. I told her I was busy, but in all truthfulness, there isn't anything that I need to take care of. I presence there might have the effect of making Rindell nervous and on guard, so I'd rather just not go and let them have a good time. Another added benefit is that I don't have to worry about her following me around and spying on me. Not that I'd do anything in public I wouldn't want her seeing. Right, guess I'll go home now. Just as I'm about to get up from my seat, Sister Therese walks through the door. She looks around a bit before her eyes settle on me.
Yukishiro-san, 帰ったかしら?
Yes, she left with Suguri and Rindell.
そう。あの子たちには助かるわ。
Did you need May for something?
大したことじゃないのよ。森の教会でやってるボランティアの件でね。
Oh, he's gonna, like, take care of that for her or something. Morino Church. A church in... yeah, like, this route is just gonna start filling this in, and there's just gonna be... I don't fucking know how those are gonna be filled out. Anyways, Morino Church. A church in Morino that has existed since before the war. While most churches are located on Academy Island, this one is located on the main island. On the mainland. Not main island. I mean, technically it's the main island, because Japan in itself is a bunch of islands. So, in a way, the mainland is the main island. So, yeah. I wasn't technically wrong. I was wrong, though. I'm just trying to cover up my stupidity here.
伝えておきたいことがあったんだけど、後で電話しておくわ。
Her volunteer work, you said?
東部くんも興味ある？人手はいつも足りてないから大歓迎よ。
Thank you, but not at the moment. I want some free time so I can go check out what the city has to offer.
そう、それもいいと思うわ。ゆきしろさんもよく勧めてるのよ。
Who to?
教会が支援している方々に、森野の街をブラブラするといいですよって。
Funnily enough, she said that to me too.
いい子なのよね。
She intermixes a sigh, which strikes me as odd. Is that not a good thing, sister?
そう？本人にとってはどうかしら。
You have some pretty harsh opinions.
そうでもないわ。心配してるのよ、これでも。いろいろ背負ってしまうんじゃないかって。
Right. May seem like a good thing on the outside, but to her, it's self-destructive. Kind to a fault. Maybe I ought to be wary of Yukishiro's May's perceptiveness. Though at least I don't believe she's seen through my lies. That's what I'm led to believe from what she says and how she acts. She didn't catch my lies per se, but rather felt my emotional state as I said them. Her ability to empathize with others may be part of why she's so respected and loved by the people she helps through her volunteer work. Alright. Whatever the case, I need to remain vigilant. Oh, no, it's nothing. Fuck. I'm currently doing my periodic status report. I have already reported everything noteworthy. Huh? Oh, right. See it on my communications device. The encryption technology is so advanced that even the world's fastest computers would need several dozen years to crack it. I've been given a key in advance which allows me to decrypt the document. Take a look at the document and find a file containing a picture of a certain student in Tenchido Academy. May. A certain person being someone I'm quite familiar with. Huh? May? I have to act as an undercover bodyguard for her while she's on the academy campus. That is my mission. Yes, actually, this girl is in my class and... Fuck. I'm sorry. Yes, I accept. It slipped out of my mouth without even the slightest hesitation.
了解。本部に報告しておきます。
Thank you.
では、ご分を。
Who the fuck gave the order though? Huh? Like who gave the order for him to be an undercover bodyguard for May? When the fucking commander of the elite unit that has sent him on this mission is trying to assassinate the president. Or is that literally just a thing in the Nazi route? Because if it is, that's kinda stupid. Seriously. Anyways, on the display screen I see two things. An icon informing me that the coded data transmission has been severed, and a picture of May, who was photographed unknowingly. I see my classmate and that smile of hers that I'm very familiar with. Shiro May was someone that I told myself to be wary of. Now I'm receiving orders that require me to get close to her. There's a real possibility that this is all connected to the reason I was sent here in the first place. What is the spy division of the UPJ military plotting? Someone at the bottom of the ladder? I have no possible idea. But maybe I will come to know through my mission. Kishiro May. Who are you? But I do like that we actually get a route where he actually fucking gets a mission. Like he isn't just sent there for shits and gigs. He's actually on a fucking mission now. Anyways. Starting today, I'll be secretly protecting May. I stalled at the Great Intruders bridge to wait for her. Joined her when she showed up, pretending it was by chance. We walked to school together like always, chatting merrily all the way. As we walk through the halls, I take note of her behaviors as she walks, all while keeping vigilant watch over our surroundings. Supposedly there's someone out there after May. Supposing there's someone out there after May, this would be the most opportune time to do it. The school building becomes a completely different area depending on whether or not people are present. Military bases are a lot like this too. It's crammed with people during daytime hours, but once night rolls around, everyone leaves. There are relatively few places on such a large premise that change so much on a daily basis. Hence, that point where change occurs. Students come to school is favorable towards an enemy they could attack easily. Keep my eyes out for any people or objects that could potentially pose a threat to me. So far I see nothing that stands out. It's only able to determine which parts of the academy any potential enemy might use. Considered the possibility of May and Rindell being the attacker, but that's highly unlikely. I can read her like a book, so if she was plotting something it would show outwardly. Being tense and on edge all day, school's finally out. May starts packing up her things, so I follow suit. She then stands from her chair and looks in my direction.
Kaito-kun, 一緒に帰りましょう。
Sure, are you coming, Suguri?
私は今日は部活行ってくる。先に帰ってて。部活頑張ってください。ありがとう。それじゃまたね。
She dashes off to the hallway.
あれ？なっちゃんは。
She searches around the classroom. I look around too, even though I already know that she's not here. She left the classroom and went home directly after the bell rang. Her things aren't here, so you think she might have already gone home?
本当ですね。では、今日は二人で帰りましょう。
Saying a line like that with the smile she has would surely be interpreted as a sign of affection by more than a few guys.
そういえば、今日はずっとカイトくんがそばにいたような気がします。
I just read the title of this soundtrack again. The soundtrack is... The name of the soundtrack is still such a stupid title. She is Kite Girl! I mean, the soundtrack itself is good. I like it. But she's good. That's not a good title, I think. Anyways. We left school and had been chatting for a while when suddenly she brings up that. So coincidence, I was with her the entire day. I have to act as her bodyguard. Because it's a secret mission, I must keep her fooled. Well, I'd say being the same class is a large part of it.
そうですね。
Not really fooling her there. That is the complete and honest truth. We also didn't have any of the gender-separated classes today.
そういえばそうでした。
You're not doing your volunteer stuff today? I remember Sister Therese talking to her about it all the time, so I figure I'll ask.
はい。今日は別で用事があります。
What's that?
公園の花畑に行ってきます。
She points off towards the hill in the distance where the big monument stands. Our garden there was where I first met May. Where I met her again. I liked her there. Take advantage of her trusting nature to protect myself. Care if I tag along?
みんなの公園ですよ。
Must be saying that I don't need to ask for permission, basically. I was more specifically talking about the flower garden, where you're going.
はい。それはもちろんです。
How about... take care of the flowers and everything.
あれ
Huh? She makes a puzzled expression and looks at me in confusion. What is it?
私、カイト君に花畑のお世話手伝っているという話しましたか？
Like this route and the Kwaku route, logically. Like this route is gonna be the second... Like the route that's gonna have the second most moments where he's like acting on stuff from that dream. Or like that first run through. And logically Kwaku's route is probably gonna have the fucking most moments because Kwaku's... Honest to God, I can just see Kwaku's route just getting elements from all three routes. And it's just suddenly, oh my god, I dated all these three girls in 3 different timelines and it's weird. Help! Anyways. Did you? I can't recall you ever telling me.
そうですよね。
Suddenly I found myself just as confused as her. Can't imagine that anyone other than May telling me this. If she did, then what? Damn, I met her?
花畑のお手伝いしていただけるのですか？
Like it's just, mind if I help you tend to flowers? Huh? What's wrong? Did I ever tell you that I tend to flowers? Oh, you didn't. And suddenly just stares off into the atmosphere like we're just watching the ocean slowly vanish in the distance, just with an extremely dumbfounded expression like, what is life? Yeah, must be pretty hard for you all on your... Must be pretty hard for you all on your own, I imagine.
はい。おじさまもそう言って手が空いているときは手伝ってくれるんです。
She moves her head a few inches closer to me.
本当に手伝っていただけますか？
Of course.
ありがとうございます。
She grabs my hand suddenly, startling me.
花畑はあちらです。
I know.
そうでした。反省します。
It's hard to see her as apologetic when she's smiling so broadly. Now that we've arrived, I have a confession to make. I have no idea how to take care of plants. I've learned my survival skills, so I do know what plants are edible, but when it comes to growing and tending to them, I know next to nothing. So I decided to ask May and follow her instructions to a T. Hey, is it just me, or are there a lot of weeds in this flower garden?
それはいいのです。
Really?
はい。ユリは乾燥や熱が苦手なので、一緒に植えることで 水分を失うのを抑えているそうなのです。
Huh. So they're good weeds, I guess?
ですね。私も知りませんでした。園芸部の方から聞きました。本当はマルチングをするといいらしいのですが。
Mulch? What's that?
私も詳しくは知りません。必要ないだろうって言ってました。
From the way she's talking about this, I get the feeling she isn't that familiar with how to take care of plants either. And even an amateur like myself can see the lack of confidence in how she goes about doing it. Well, she also doesn't seem very dexterous to begin with. It could always just be that. Anyways, should I water this corner now?
はい、お願いします。私はこっちの方に水やりしておきます。
We each take a corner of the garden and water the flowers with small watering cans. May mentioned that plants need to stay hydrated, so that's why we need. So that must be why we do this. Wait a second. She also told me to pour slowly, so I try my best to do that. I pause for a moment and watch May. She's only watering them just the same as I am, though she seems filled with joy. That innocent smile of hers leads me to believe that what she enjoys isn't the idea of helping the garden grow, but the actual tasks themselves. The order I received to protect her only applies when we're within the academy, so I have no need to be on guard now. I'm still worried about her. What exactly makes her, of all people, a person of interest? Upon her watering can running empty, she notices that I'm staring at her.
カイトくん、なんでしょう。
I don't mean to strike up a conversation or question her or anything, but I decided to ask about something bugging me. I was wondering, have you always been taking care of this flower garden? Doesn't seem that way to me.
はい。お世話になっているご近所さんがずっとお世話していました。
All of a sudden she laughs as if she just remembered something. What is it?
すみません。ここが花畑になった話を思い出してました。ここはもともと花畑でも何でもなかったそうです。ご近所さんが子供の頃に遊んでた秘密の場所だったみたいです。
Oh, that's interesting. Must have been quite young if they regarded this as... Huh? They must have been quite young if they regarded this as a secret play spot.
遊んでて転んだ拍子に種をまいてしまったそうなのです。家で育てようと思ってたから拾った種は持ち帰ったそうなのですが、残っていたんですね。ユリは種から育てると開花まで3年とか5年とかかかるそうです。
And blossomed into what we see now.
ここまで広げたのはご近所さんたちでしょうけど、きっかけはその時に育ったユリという話です。
Uh-huh. Took 3 to 5 years for flowers to grow from those initial seeds. That amount of time can feel like an eternity to young children. I'm sure your neighbors look back on that story fondly.
はい、私もそう思います。いい思い出ですよね。
Oh, it's gotta be a fucking story about even accidents can turn into something beautiful or something like that. It's just gonna be an analogy for their relationship. I can just fucking see it coming. She looks around the garden wistfully, almost as if she's looking at her neighbors as children playing. I feel that same sort of nostalgia take over me. Sure is. For someone without any sort of fond, wistful memories, I can still imagine the emotions they must feel. Probably remember those times as clearly as I remember the time I spent with my father, or the time I spent at basic training.
カイトくん。
Huh?
私とカイトくんが ここで花の世話をしながら花畑のルーツの話をしてることもきっといい思い出になります。
Why? Does she know of my childhood amnesia? I never recall mentioning it to her. Huh? That doesn't make sense to me. Hey.
はい。
She smiles, seeming to take delight in the fact that I'm addressing her, which leads me to a realization. It has nothing to do with my lack of fond memories, just simply things. These will become fond memories one day. She considers the time we spend now to be precious. To respond in kind to that pure, genuine happiness of hers. Doesn't have to wait. Can save this moment right now. She's a bit surprised for a brief moment, then she smiles and responds in agreement.
私もそう思います。
Seeing that beautiful smile of hers makes me feel a lot better about myself. I sneezed! Fuck. Honestly, I've generally never put much value in memories. Finished our work at the garden quite quickly, but it took a while to get our things together. It's now dark out.
カイトくん、ありがとうございました。
Just tell me when and I'll help you out anytime.
助かります。
That's pretty late. I'll take you home.
ありがとう。でも大丈夫です。カイトくんちよりうちの方が近いですから。
That's not a reason for him to not go. That's just an incentive. Hey, it doesn't really matter if he goes. It's not gonna change much, so might as well go. Well, if I insist, I have no doubt that she'll let me. Getting to see where she lives brings me closer to her and makes it easier for me to protect her. That is where I recall something. I remember May telling me how I always give everything my all. Shouldn't have stepped my bounds right now. I know how frighteningly perceptive May can be. I don't mind. I think you'll be alright.
はい。では、私はここで失礼します。
See you tomorrow, May.
はい。おやすみなさい。
After walking for a few seconds, I look back and see her walking off. She's headed towards an area with numerous houses. Shortly after that, she disappears. I considered going after her, but I quickly stopped myself. This must be why she said I always give things my all. The next day after school, wait, hold on a fucking second. Time's a losing because I think I have some guns already here. Oh no, it's another half an hour until they're done. Awkward. But hey, I'm not professional, so yeah. Like I said, I don't fucking earn anything with this. I'm like legitimately peeved. I never thought about monetize my videos really because I don't think they are at a quality where I think it would be plausible to monetize them. So yeah, the next day after school, basically announced me. Oh, luckily I had free schedules today, so all four of us exit the school building together.
そういえば、4人で帰るのって初めてじゃない？
I think so.
でも3人でなら帰ったことあります。
Which three?
私とメイと娘の3人。うん、あの時だな。
Her expression then relaxes as she smiles, something very rare for her. She really seems to have enjoyed that experience. Me and Suguri are probably the reason she's able to be more relaxed.
まだ行かない今日。行く。賛成です。
Nina and May instantly respond with enthusiasm. I, of course, have no idea where this place they want to go might be. So, where are we going?
今度こそカイトくんも行きましょう。
Yeah, but where?
東村山家です。
And that's May smile, but shortly after I realized Suguri and Rindell are beaming too. Right, they did go the very first day after I introduced Rindell to them, in fact. Okay, I'm in. So, what can I expect from this place? All three of them until they stop in front of a fancy-looking building that seems to be a sweet shop. Yashimura Yamake. So they sell Japanese sweets here?
違います。違うぞ。ブブー。
Okay. With their unanimous condemnation of me, I have no choice but to back down and be quiet. So what kind of stuff do they have here? My question is instantly met with cheeky grins from all three of them, as if they can't wait for me to find out. Suguri shoves me from behind, and May and Rindell both shove Suguri, meaning that I'm the first one in the store. Cafe?
ケーキ屋さんよ。洋菓子店だ。格別な。東村山家です。
All the three girls' responses are equally vague and non-informative. Heck, May only repeated the name. The girls seem to be looking at someone further in the back, a gentleman, and upon seeing them, he bows.
マスターさん、今日は4名です。
こちらへどうぞ。
He comes over, greets us, and then shows us to our table. It's fairly quiet, but his refined demeanor makes him give off quite an impression. After he leaves, we all open the menus and start looking. This place really is a cake shop. All the items have these fancy cake-like names. Supposedly the cakes here are exquisite, so I try to find something that's not too terribly sweet. I'm not too big on sweet stuff. You guys know of any cakes that I might like?
それなら、このチョコケーキはどうでしょうか。甘さ控えめと聞きました。コーヒーと合うそうです。
Hold on a second. Back. Yes, I'll go with that then.
みんな決まった？それじゃあ頼むね。
She quickly gives him our orders. He bows, then walks off to the employees only area without another word said. That manager guy is pretty quiet, huh?
カイトくん。
Huh?
マスターさんは店長ではありません。アルバイトです。
Really? Why all that Grandmaster stuff?
ニックネームです。
Huh.
店長さんの息子さんで、通っている先は違いますが、私たちと同学年です。
Oh, so it's not that he doesn't go to school, he goes to a different school, but what fucking school? What, like, are there other schools here? Okay. Huh. Are you serious? That's the most surprising thing I've heard all day. Girls then go on to inform that half the cakes here are his creations, and when he takes over the store from his father, it'll be a household name nationwide, and so on, and so on. Frankly, I'm not much interested. As we chat idly, our drinks and cakes eventually come. Did we order this?
こちら自作のスモークチーズです。入れたてのコーヒーと合いますので、どうぞお試しください。
Something about smoked cheese and coffee.
スモークチーズ。サービスだそうです。入れたてのコーヒーと合うそうですよ。
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Chef bows with an expressionless face and walks off. I'm stuck staring at him in admiration as he leaves. How does a guy our age even exude that kind of swagger and charisma? I want a Grandmaster H fucking route! We need it! We just need the Grandmaster H harem route where he gets all the bitches. Anyways,
だろ？あれが森の特別区の男の標準だ。
Are you for real? Wow, I was blind, but now I see.
それは言い過ぎじゃないかな。でもさすがマスターよね。ああいう気配りがリピーターを増やすんだと思う。
I also learned that Rindell got free Japanese sweets the last time they came as well. Moreover, she found a hidden addiction to cakes after visiting, so now her goal is to try every cake on the menu and having her agency pay for it all. The suave man has successfully wooed a female secret agent of the Commonwealth through the power of cake. I must begin to worry about the Commonwealth military losing her. Oh, that's none of my business. As for myself, the combination of smoked cheese and coffee really was amazing. If I were Rindo, I would have had to throw in the towel from that alone.
どうですか？東村山家。
It's out of this world. I want to be a regular here. I'm saying that as someone without much of a sweet tooth.
よかったです。
So this is the legendary Higashimura Yamake.
はい。東村山家です。
I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this, by the way. It feels like I understand now part of why May never specified what exactly this place was. It's just a Higashimura Yamake. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just a place where everyone knows your name. By the way, I know that show, but I can't remember the name, and it's actually fucking pissing me off. Like, I remember one episode where I think there was one episode where someone gets stuck in, like, a vent during, like, operating hours of the bar or cafe or whatever. Everyone just goes about their business. Like, I very distinctly remember knowing that show, if I remember correctly. Anyways, of course it might simply be my inexperience playing, considering I don't know any other cafe that is better. Not that it should come as a surprise. I don't go to these social places.
皆さん、私から提案です。
As she says that, she leaves the last piece of the chocolate cake into her mouth. Shouldn't take it away from me, no, not at all. After filling myself up on it, I let the three of them share it.
カイトも加えて、この帰宅部4人による東村山家でお茶しておしゃべりして時間を無駄にしようという会の発足を提案します。
Interesting proposal. Except for the wasting time part. That just makes us look like sloths.
うるさい！反対なの？私は賛成。次回はいつ来るのか、それを心配していた。私も賛成です。いいと思います。
No objections here. Taking into account my job to protect May, this is rather nice.
では、ここに東村山会の結成を宣言します。
Pretty simplistic for a name.
いい名前だと思います。
May, seriously, you don't have to say that just because you're afraid of hurting her feelings.
東村山会か。まるで我々を体現したような名だな。
I'm done. Well, May, Suguri, and Rindo, I'm looking forward to some nice memories in our new club.
うん、よろしく。はい。よろしくお願いします。よろしく。それと熱目でいい。
You can just call me Kaito then, Natsume. She said goodbye to the other two, and now it's just May and I. She carries a box with her containing the cake she bought as a takeout. Sure, she doesn't do this every time she visits. I can't imagine any monthly allowance that would allow her to do that, to afford that.
カイトくんが通うことになったら、ケーキ以外のメニューも増えるかもしれませんね。
She suddenly brings up a new topic. Higashimura Yamake? Wouldn't put it past the Grandmaster.
はい。マスターさんならありえます。
I'd believe it. He's just a regular employee, so he's not much different from us. But he still manages to treat his customers right and make some damn good cakes while he's at it. See why you said he's gonna be a household name nationwide someday.
そうですね。マスターさん、一生懸命ですから。
Hearing that phrase makes me recall the time when she sent that to me. Wait, what, huh? You always give everything your all, Kaito. Hey, May.
はい、何でしょうか。
You once said that to me, that I always give everything my all. What did you mean by that?
一生懸命。あ、前に東村山家に誘った時のことですね。
Not vigorously, motioning her to continue.
言葉にすると誤解を生みそうなのですが。
No worries, I know you'd never mean it in a bad way.
一生懸命生きている感じがするんです。
Is this part of my personality?
はい。あの時、ただ私の誘いを断るだけでも一生懸命答えを探している感じがしました。
That's because he needs to make sure he doesn't get found out.
言い訳を探しているというのではなく、きっと私を気遣っての言葉を探しているのかなって思いました。
Giving me way too much credit. I just really did have stuff to do.
はい。だから、なんとなくなんです。でも、私のこういう感はあまり外れません。
Interesting.
だから私、カイトくんと話せて嬉しいんです。
You are?
はい。
She looks to my eyes with such a gentle and pure gaze that I reflexively look away out of embarrassment. You know what? This might just be a reflection for me. Glad to hear that.
私はです。
She smiles warmly at me, but I fear that my smile is much too forced. I'm far too earnest of a person, to the extent that I'm painfully aware of it myself. Giving this mission my all, I'm doing everything I can to masquerade as Tobu Kaito. So, more accurately, I'm living the life of this person. Since I have no clear idea of how Tobu Kaito is supposed to be, I try my damnedest to create this person. Giving my life here my all, a life full of lies and deceit. Everything considered, May is absolutely right. Desperately crawling my way through everyday life, and I'm fully aware of it. After school, founding of we have skip. We've seen. We gotta meet the old man again. He's gonna point a gun at us. He's gonna threaten to kill everyone in our family. Anyways, been given orders to covertly protect Yukishiro May while at the academy.
Oh.
Do you know anything about it? For this music. It's nice.
Yeah.
Keeps his head straight and his answers short. Who's this girl, Yukishiro Mai?
ふぬけたか、ペイジ。お嬢が何者かは関係ない。相手が何者であれ、護衛するのがお前の任務だ。
Still, I can't help but wonder.
教えてどうなる？狙ってくる者たちの傾向でも見極めるつもりか。
I mean, yeah. It would point towards a direction. Like he knows? Hey, she's the president's daughter. Okay, radicalists. And then he kills the captain.
それがどれだけ愚策か分かったか。
Yes. Don't think of your enemies on the battlefield as people. There's no room for emotions in war. You have to have that kind of mentality to truly protect someone. Treating your enemies as human and be the one sect difference between life and death. That's why I fully understand why HQ only sent me May's image and nothing more. At least I thought I understood.
まったく、お前はまだまだひよっこだな。俺はまた軍に戻った方がいいか？
Don't have to go that far.
そうか。なら精進しろ。まだまだ足りん。
Is he gonna become like is Kaito in this route gonna become an absolute fucking badass? I mean, he was kind of a badass together with Natsume, but is he gonna be like a solo badass in this one? Like he's like, I just honest to God like want to see in this game a moment where he has finally surpassed his dad. Just kicks ass. Like a situation where his dad would be gravely injured. He just beats the shit out of everyone. Anyways, yes. Still don't hold a candle to him. I'm still nothing more than an impertinent child in his eyes. Skip! We exit through the front door and walk to the gate of her estate. Getting a look at the house again, I can't help but be in awe.
今日はありがとうございます。おじさまも楽しそうでした。
Thank you for inviting me, May. I had a great time, but seriously, this sequence where you meet her uncle, it makes it feel like you really are supposed to go for her route first. But I just kinda took that sentiment of the developers of this game, smacked it against the wall, grabbed its head, smacked it against the wall a couple more times, threw it on the ground, stomped on it, then threw it in a lake, and blew the lake up, and collected the remaining bits and pieces and incinerated them. Then shit on the ashes. Yay. Anyways.
そう言ってもらえると私も嬉しいです。何でしょうか。
Why do you ask?
カイト君がずっと私のことを見てたので。
Sorry, I better not do that or Kiritake will be after my head.
おじさまはめったに怒りませんから大丈夫ですよ。
True, I can't imagine him getting angry with you. May.
はい。
If you ever need any help, I'm always here.
はい。頼ります。
I'll come to you if I ever run into any trouble.
はい。頼ってください。
Well, I'm gonna get going now. Catch you later, May.
もう少し先まで送ります。
It's fine. Kiritake will get on my case if I make you walk alone during this time of night.
はい。それじゃあ、また明日。
You too, May. Upon re-entering the front door, May sees Shido waiting for her. She gives him a bow and thanks him.
おじさま、今日はありがとうございました。楽しい会食になりました。
いや何、俺も楽しかった。お嬢が男を連れ込むことなんてそうそうなかったからな。
おじさまも話しやすくて楽しそうでした。
すぐり嬢と話す方が楽しいぞ。ま、男はたまにはだな。お嬢が男をとっかえひっかえし始めたら。
Honest to God, he should be fucking elated that Age is like with her. Like he should, like I could just see Kiritake just sitting in the back row, like fucking cheering Kaito on like hell, just because he wants to be her stepdad. Not stepdad, father-in-law. I mixed those two up. Stepdad would be very fucking weird. Since we only know about her dad, and we don't know that she has a mom, so he would get with her dad, that would just get, like he would enter a gay relationship just to have a girl call him dad, and that would be kind of weird. I don't have a problem with gay people, but that motherfucker would enter a gay relationship to have a schoolgirl call him dad. Like, that is like some weird daddy kink taken to the extreme. Anyways,
し始めたら？
嫌だな。
はい、そういうことはするつもりはありません。
それはよかった。そういうことになったら、お嬢の父に怒られる。
he smiles for a brief second after his joking comment, quickly switches back to a more serious face.
お嬢、学院で何かあったら、あいつ、東部海斗を頼れ。何かあったらな。
Hearing him say that surprises May. And Shido picks up on that surprise instantly.
ん？お嬢は、あいつを信頼しているから呼んだのではないのか？
She shakes her head in response to his question.
いえ、そういうことではありません。カイトくんから同じこと言われました。
同じこと？
何かあったら俺を頼れと、カイトくんは言ってました。
お嬢にとって、あいつはそこまで頼れるやつなのか？
Like, honest to God, that just feels like he's slowly becoming like his dad. And that just gives me hope that he's gonna be an absolute fucking unit by the end of this route. Anyways,
はい。カイトくんは、カイトくんですから。
Shino can only smile in response to her silly statement.
そうか。なら、その通りにするといいだろう。他には？
何かあったら、私を頼りにするって言ってくれました。
お嬢を頼りにだと？軟弱なやつだ。
でも、私は頼りにしてほしいです。
あいつは頼り切って甘えてくるぞ。俺はああいう男に甘えられた経験がある。あまり甘やかすなよ。つけ上がるからな。
May suddenly clasps her hands together as her mouth opens wide.
今、わかりました。
ん？何をだ？
きっとカイトくんは、おじさまに似ていたんだと思います。だから私、気になったんだと思います。
like he's just, oh no. Please don't say that. Now it is Shido's turn to make the puzzled expression. After a brief moment of consideration, he smiles.
そうか。似てるか。
はい。
そうか、そうか。
He returns to the kitchen with a smile on his face. Luckily, he's going to do the dishes, currently sitting in the sink.
私も片付けます。
そうだな。なら、テーブルの方を頼む。
はい。
Two of them merrily go about the after-dinner cleanup. I don't know why, but the back of my head hurts for some fucking reason, and I have no idea why. It's just another case of, hey, you. Yes, buddy, what is it? Fuck you. But why? Oh no, just fuck you, I don't like you. Today's Sunday. There is no school, and being part of the Going Home Club, I thus have no reason to go to Academy Island. Could always go on campus could always go on campus to study, as there are subjects I'm still struggling with, but I have plans for the day. Alright, let's get going. What the fuck? Leave my dorm building, hop on the tram, and ride it for around 10 or more minutes before getting off at my stop. From there I walk up the sloped path. Before long, I arrive at my destination, Memorial Park. Not to see if she's already here. Yep, there she is. Spot May tending to the flower garden.
カイトくん。
So focused on her work, She apparently didn't notice me until I was right up next to her. Morning, May.
おはようございます。
Already at it, huh? She don't waste time.
今日はたまたまです。
She mentioned to me yesterday that she wants to move some lilies and other flowers to another corner. Apparently, it was a request from the garden's previous caretakers. So where do we start?
この一角のユリを球根ごとあちらに移動します。
The area with the lilies she's referring to has already been carefully sectioned off with plastic tape. Otherwise, the area there's to be transported to has also been marked similarly. Wow. Honestly, I was impressed at how well prepared she was.
では始めましょう。
Another sneeze! Ugh. Ugh. Another sneeze. Sorry. My admiration doesn't stop at that. Your work is very meticulous and thorough. From bulbs and leaves to stems and blossoms, we have to be extra careful throughout the entire removing and replanting process so we don't damage any of these parts. That being said, I think I'm making good progress. All the tools I need are right here. Doing it the way May instructed me to. Things go by fast.
はい、これで終了です。
She finishes planting the last bulb and I need to take a fucking swig. That was a lot faster than I thought it'd be. I'm just opening the bulb and now I'm drinking. Oh yeah, it's way better. There we go. Quick glance at Bark's clock informs me that it isn't even noon yet.
カイトくんが手伝ってくれたおかげです。
I'd say it's more due to how good you are, but hey, I'll take the compliment. While we pick up and put away the tools, I noticed something. What is this bundle of cut flowers they're here for? Hey May, what do you want to do with this bouquet?
それはいいです。これから教会に持っていきます。
What's going on there?
この時期、マリア祭がありまして、そこで使うのです。
May crowning? What's that?
そのマリア祭のミサで飾っているのです。白百合は聖母マリア様の象徴と聞きました。
Let's go ahead and check if we missed anything. Okay, didn't. May crowning! A special Roman Catholic ritual held during the May devotions to the Blessed Virgin Mary. Typically, a picture of the Virgin Mary will be crowned with flowers. Okay, I understand now.
はい。ここの花畑のユリは毎年使われています。
So the duty of getting them has been yours these past couple of years. Right, let's go together then.
一緒に行ってくれるのですか？
Absolutely.
ありがとうございます。
Once we reach the church, we quickly see a familiar face and May waves. She does so also on my behalf since both of my hands are being used to carry the flowers.
ゆきしろさん、持ってきてくれたのね。はい、ユリを持ってきました。ありがとう。今年も助かるわ。それで、ななみおばあちゃんなんですけど、申請はどうなったか聞いてまだ通ってないみたい。難しい問題みたいで。そうですか。今度時間あるときに会ってあげて。はい。この後行ってみます。ありがとう。ゆきしろさんには助けられてばかりだわ。いえ、私なんて。お、猫ちゃん。
You're a kitty? May spots a white cat near Sister Theresa's feet. That is a very hairy cat. Seeing the animal, their faces loosen up a bit. The cat rubs against Sister's legs and nuzzles its head against her instep. Truly arrived at the perfect time. Quite a people lover, isn't it? Figured we could all do with reading off that depressing topic. And figuring we could all do with getting off that depressing topic, I crouched down and moved my head towards the cat. It's pretty all. The fur is a little...
トブ君、手を出しちゃダメ。
That! Swift movements for a cat of that age. It scratches my finger and runs away. After a bit, it stops, turns back, and looks at me. Well then. I was cuddling all cozily to Sister Therese, but the second I reach out to pet it, I get scratched.
カイト君、大丈夫ですか？
Oh yeah, just a scratch. Did I make it mad or something?
いえ、そうではなくてですね。メフィーは私にしか懐かないのよ。
Mephistopheles? Is that what Mephi is gonna stand for? Oh, so that's her name. Sister Therese is her favorite, apparently. For such a gentle-sounding name, she's quite the aggressive cat.
本名はメフィストフェレスです。
There we go. Mephistopheles is one thing to name a cat. Mephistopheles, the name of the cat who can be seen near the Moreno Church. Mephistopheles was the name of a high-ranking demon from hell found in German folklore. The alchemist Faust summoned this demon in exchange for his own soul. Should probably mention that the whole alchemist Faust thing is from the story Faust by Goethe, because there actually was an alchemist called Faust in real life, and that was basically what the story was based on. Also, we spent the last year of my school just reading this shit, and that was something else. I'm really interested because in Faust, like the book, like in the story Faust from Goethe, it's a lot about demons and alchemy. And also, Faust actually wasn't just an alchemist, he was like overall a scholar, he was also a magistrate. It was basically every high education that was available at the time when the story takes place. So, yeah, and I had to learn that in German class, so I'm gonna go ahead and force that on you as well. Mammon also appears. So Mephi only trusts sister.
何度も挑戦したのですが、ダメでした。
May presents her hand to me. Looking closer at her soft, dainty palms, I do see a few indicators of cat scratches.
頭、撫でてみたい。
Though, even through her smile, I can still see slight traces of disappointment.
ごめんね。あの子、気性が荒いから。私と名付け親だけね。いえ、きっとメフィーはシスターを守っているのです。そうね。もしかしたら、ユキシロさんの言う通りかもね。
She smiles, albeit a bit wryly. Guess that just goes to show that even if she recognizes that Mephi's behavior is a bit of a problem, she still loves the cat dearly. She must have thought I was trying to harm you then.
私もです。ごめんね。見境なくて。
Oh no, animals don't play nice when they're trying to protect someone. Could learn a thing or two from her.
そんなところを見習わないで。
Who lights a bit? Sister then apparently remembering something speaks to me.
ユキシロさん、佐々木さんの担当の方が今いらしてるけど、会ってくる？あ、ななみおばあちゃんの。はい、会います。カイトくん、ユリの花は。
I'll just have sister tell me what to do with them.
ありがとう。では、行ってきます。
May trots off inside the church, supposedly already knowing where the person she's meeting is located. After May's out of sight, Sister Therese shifts her gaze towards the cat. Don't know whether it's worry she feels or what, but she's staring at the cat, Mephistopheles. The desperation I see on her face almost reminds me of a parent disappointed with who their child has become. She must have a lot of thoughts and feelings regarding this cat. I imagine she has been its owner for quite some time.
ゆきしろさんには助かっているわ。
Huh?
ゆきしろさん、彼女がいてくれて本当によかった。
She does for me as well. Since coming here, she's done so much to help me get accustomed to this town. Words caught me a bit off the guard. I hope I managed to respond adequately.
転入生にとっては本当にそうかもしれないわね。東部くん、難民と言われてわかる？
As in the definition I'd heard in history class?
そういうことにしてもいいわ。
Be frank with me, I already have some idea. Talking about the, situation with the refugees from the Commonwealth, right?
そう。さっき話していた佐々木さん。ななみおばあちゃんというのは、その難民なのよ。
She grimaces every time she says the word refugees, as if she's saying some ugly, derogatory word. The heaviness of her tone indicates just how complicated of a matter the issue she's speaking of is. The feeling of helplessness weighs on the people involved in it, dragging them down like a heavy stone.
彼女が佐々木さんや他の難民の人たちと接してくれることが、私たちにとっても助かるの。
It's that feeling, as someone who's been on the receiving end of her generosity. Well, because she called out to me on that day in the flower garden, I was able to settle comfortably into my new life here. Been here for less than a month. Had she not come up to me, I would have still felt like an outsider in this foreign city.
あなたも変わってるわ。
Me?
まだ2週間よ。もうこんなに馴染んで。ゆきしろさんともずいぶん前から知っている仲のように見えるわ。
Don't pull the fucking, they met in another life bullshit. Please, don't pull that. I don't want that. Well, that's probably just because I'm so used to changing schools. Since our family moved a lot, you know.
慣れね。そうなのかしら。少し違う気がするわ。転入生ってもっと警戒心が強くて、林道さんみたいに学院のムードを伺うようで。
Maybe I'm just different in that regard. Oh, by the way, I'm curious. Who's the one who gave Mephi her name? The priest here? I abruptly changed the subject to keep it from prying too deeply into my transferred situation.
私の友達ね。もう随分と会ってないから、メフィも忘れてると思うわ。
Been that long?
私がまだ学院生の。あなたたちくらいの頃だったかしら。とんでもない名前をつけるなって当時は怒ったのよ。
How did you decide on, mobile device in my pocket is vibrating, meaning that I have a message. Thought I deactivated that function.
電話？
Sorry, it's just a text message. Sender is none other than the dandy uncle himself. Wait, what? I see a number saved on the contact list with the name Dandy Uncle. What? Why did that old fart do that? Was it when I was at May's place for dinner? So that would mean he took the device unnoticed and then put his number into it, despite it supposedly being fully secure. That man can't be human.
どうかしたの？
No, it's nothing! I proceed to read the message displayed on the screen. It says, "Bring Miss May back home, immediately." Why would he? But wait, before that, how does he know that I'm with May at the moment?
それは私がおじさまに伝えました。
Ah, that explains it. Does he want to scold me over something or what?
おじさまにはカイトさんがいるから大丈夫ですと伝えました。
Well then. Seems to have ticked him off. Seems that I've taken away a retired man's one source of joy left in life. Though I wonder what he wants. He said immediately.
そうですね。気になり。
Almost guarantee it's nothing concerning you, May. He probably just wants to talk to me or something.
どういうことですか？
He loves and dotes on May like she's his own daughter, so I could just be it could just be him trying to do this thing that every dad does. Protect their little girl from falling prey to some good-for-nothing guy. That guy, of course, being me, the adopted son he never wanted. like the way he's delivered, like the way this line is just delivered, like it's just amazing. Like he probably the old man, my old man probably thinks of her as his own daughter and is trying to do the thing that every dad does: protect their little girls from good-for-nothing guys. The guy being his adopted son he never even wanted in the first place. I feel unloved. I'm afraid to know what would happen to me if I simply ignored his message. Imagine making a servant out of me, so maybe he just wants to make sure I'm taking proper care of you.
おじさまはひょっとしたらここにユリを植えたかったのかもしれません。
He points at a grassy plot big enough to fit a garden. He stops and looks at it for a moment, seeming to be pondering something. So I decide to go on into the mansion for now. May, I'll go ahead and tell Kiritaka that you're back. Prepare to enter through the front door. Directly after stepping foot inside, I see someone. Oh.
Hmm?
Hello? Who might you be? My voice comes out full of hesitation due to being subject to his scrutinizing stare.
お前こそ誰だ？メイをたぶらかしている虫か。
It's just that comment he's just gonna go, "Oh, you're her dad!" Makes sense. Come again, sir? Felt this hostility before. From that man, my father. His aura is nowhere near as threatening, but I can already tell that he's bad news in a different way.
お前どこかで見た顔をしてるな。
Well, I have a fairly ordinary looking face.
いやいや、なかなかに精悍な顔つきをしてるぞ。自信を持て。
What the fuck? Mood swings much? Like first, what the fuck are you trying to take my girl away? You have the face of a man with a lot of courage and heart. You should be proud of that, you beautiful bastard. just fucking 180 there. Suddenly find myself receiving unexpected praise. Oh, yes, thank you very much.
そうか。思い出したぞ、このやさ男。
String bean? Sorry, I don't think we've met. Like, coming into contact with yet another person who knows this other Tomokaito.
以前我が娘に近づいてきて私にボコボコにされたスケコマシによく似てるか？ん？
Not sure that's the kind of thing you should admit so casually. Wait, did you say your daughter?
お父さん
What? Daddy? The anger dissipates from his expression the moment he sees May, replaced by a warm, joy-filled smile.
メイ、元気にしてたか？
May runs, reaches the man she calls father, and grabs both of his hands. He, for his part, can't stop grinning like an idiot.
お父さんどうしたんですか？今日来る予定でしたっけ？私忘れてましたか？
そんなことはない。お父さんが唐突にやってきたのだ。サプライズだよ。
お父さんだ。本当にお父さん、嘘じゃないですよね。
She squeezes on his hands as if to confirm that physically.
嘘じゃないさ。お父さんが嘘をついたことがあったかい？
ありました。
そうともそうとも。お父さんは嘘つきだ。だが、お父さんは無意味な嘘はつかないぞ。お父さんの嘘はいずれ本物になる嘘だからな。
わかってます。お父さんですから。おかえりなさい、お父さん。で、いいのでしょうか？
それでいい。お父さんの帰る場所はメイのいるところだから。ただいま、メイ。
おかえりなさい。
She hugs him and they share a warm embrace. Now imagine a reunion between family members could make me feel so lonely. He said that his home is where his daughter is, and I can understand why. To him, this house is where his family is, both physically and metaphorically. I can't possibly allow myself to tarnish that sacred ground. After hugging him for a satisfactory amount of time, May lets go and looks him in the eyes.
本当にびっくりしました、お父さん。
お父さんはがっかりしたんだよ。家に来たらメイがいないから。
ごめんなさい。花畑に寄った後に教会へ行ってました。
教会か。シスターは元気かい？
はい、皆さんよくしてくれます。
そうか。教会にも挨拶に行かないとな。はあ、時間が欲しい。
お父さんが忙しいこと、シスターたちも分かってますよ。
それとこれとは話が違う。娘が世話になっているのに挨拶しない親などいない。
そう伝えておきます。
恥ずかしいからやめてくれ。それじゃあいい親になってしまうじゃないか。
いいお父さんじゃないんですか？
娘の前だけにしておきたいな。部下の前でにやけたふぬけ面を晒したくない。
お父さんはにやけてません。いい顔してると思います。
この褒め上手が。
何ですか、お父さん。
Ruffles her hair. They really are a loving father-daughter pair. I can't content watching this heartwarming scene forever. In any case, I know not to interrupt.
雪城さん、どうしたのですか？お、もう帰ってきてたか。
My father walks down the stairs and joins us.
おじさま。おじさまはお父さんが来ることを知っていたのですか？
いいえ、突然来られましたよ。
おじさまにも伝えてないなんて。
伝える時間もなかったのでね。指導さんには毎度無理をさせてしまって申し訳ない。
いいえ、これも仕事ですから。
そういえばこの子にまといつくハムシはどこのどなたかな。
In fact, he brazenly displays his contempt for me while wearing a smile as frightening.
東部カイトくんです。今月転入してきたクラスメイトなんです。
何？
今日花畑に行くのに付き合ってくれました。
His hostility disappears, and now it seems as though he's just enjoying the situation. His eyes wander for a bit and then settle on my father. In response to that, my father wordlessly nods. Are they communicating to one another?
東部カイト君、君がそうか。
Excuse me? What was he trying to say? Does he also know Tobakaito? It would spell bad news for me. Yes? How may I be a help to you? How may I help you? May's father silently stares at me. Seems to have something he wants to say to me. But ultimately he chooses not to say whatever that was.
メイ、
はい。
私はこの東部カイト君と少し話がしたいから待っててくれ。
Like May's just gonna be sitting there like what like just gonna be sitting outside like why is everyone in my family so interested in talking to him? Are they also just as interested in him as I am? Like just he is a fairly interested man. While inside he's just gonna he'll just be grabbing him by the fucking collar. Just what the fuck are you doing to my daughter? I don't know what you're talking about! Just spill the fucking beans! I'm just here for motherfucking mission! You should know that! Help! He's fucking insane! While his dad is just off to the sideline just preparing like hot iron. Wait, what?
はい、わかりました。
First, why does her father want to talk to me? And second, why didn't May agree to it? No questions asked. I lean over and whisper into her ear. What's the meaning of this?
お父さんをよろしくお願いします。
For what?
お話のお相手です。
Ah, okay. Truth be told, I didn't understand a single word of that. May and my old man then leave the entrance area. I'm now alone with her father. His wish has been granted.
さて、少し庭を歩くか、カイト君。
Sure. Now comes the tricky part. Making sure my cover isn't blown.
ここは旧江東邸といってね、森の特別区が今のような学級都市として栄えるための投資をした富豪の屋敷だったんだ。
Wow, he sounds like quite the incredible man.
知り合いのつてで借りることができてね、修繕込みで住まわせてもらっている。
I see. Yep, I had a feeling he was a big
と
shot.
ころで、東部海斗君はメイとはどういう関係なんだね。
We're in the same class at school. I only recently moved here, and, well, she helped me in more ways than I can count.
そうだったのか。ちなみに野暮かもしれぬが、つまらぬ父親のざれ言と思って聞いてくれ。うちの娘にはどのような世話をしてもらっているのかな。
His curiosity is only natural as a father. She always talks to me in the classroom whenever we have school together. I've emphasized that it's strictly during school to keep his suspicions low.
教室でだけかい？
Yes, sir.
記念公園の花畑に行っていたそうだが。
Right, she did mention that to him. Ah, yes, she asked me one day about helping her take care of the flowers there. Since I was free, I decided I could offer her some help.
なるほど、なるほど。それはありがとう。
Oh, no, it was my pleasure.
ところで、うちの娘をどう思う？
In what sense?
言った通りだよ。
Okay.
ああ見えても頑固な子でね、私に似たようだ。
Both agreement and disagreement would only serve to fan the flames, so I keep quiet and let the situation play out.
で、どう思う？
What about?
うちの娘。
I forced away words out, wanting to avoid answering it, but knowing I can't. Honest to God, I would at this point I would just flat out say, like, she seemed like a very calm girl, but Sister Therese mentioned something about her being kind to a fault, and from what I've experienced, I can only agree. Well, I think she's an amazing person.
本当に？
Really, sir?
そうか、そうか、そうか。
His expression loosens as a big grin
カイ
forms.
ト君にとってうちの娘は素敵な人とそう思っていいのだな。
Absolutely, sir. And if I might say, it seems the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
そうだろう、そうだろう。ならどうだ、うちの娘をもらってくれないか。
Excuse me, what? Come again!
いや、君のような好青年に好かれるのは娘も本望だろう。私も本望だ。
Wait, please. What are you talking about?
ぶっちゃけて言えば、うちの娘の男になってくれってことだ。
What? Am I hearing you right? I mean, is that usually the thing fathers say? I thought it was always the reverse. Like, do anything to my daughter, boy, and I'll kick your sorry ass.
もちろん言う。娘を持つ父親の醍醐味だからな。
Like, that's just basically him saying, like, I mean, even if I accepted the boy, I have this duty to say that just as just a principle. I need to say that. If I don't, what kind of fucking father am I? I wouldn't be. That's the problem. That's That's why I need to say that. At least once. Wouldn't feel right otherwise. That may be so, but I'm still not looking to have my ass kicked, with all due respect, sir.
なんだと？娘を素敵と言ったではないか。
As a general statement!
どう違うんだ？素敵なら普通、口説くだろう。違うのか？
That's way too much of a simplification. What kind of world does he come from? Well, I think my chief concern here is that you're being too lax about this. Please don't just, like, offer her to me on a silver platter. It's a little discomforting. Besides, I think your opinion matters more than anyone's. You should ask her what she thinks before anything. That was a test, wasn't it? That was a fucking test.
希望を聞けばいいのか？
Still serious about this?
そう思う。
Not quite sure what to think of her father anymore. I honestly think he's serious. Rather we not go through with this.
へたれだな。
Hearing him insult me like that really riles me up.
まあいい。全部冗談だ。
You what?
違った方が良かったか？
No.
そうだろう、そうだろう。
He's laughing so hardly I'm at a loss for words. Is this not some prank? This man really is May's father? I'm honestly surprised she turned out to be such a normal girl considering her father's, let's just say, eccentricities? It's so perplexing. I know that my father's personality had a massive effect on my upbringing.
久しぶりに面白かった。学院生の頃は仲間内でよくこんなバカな会話をしたものだ。
Right. Can I imagine what kind of friends he had that talking with him about things like this? I'd probably get along perfectly with Yoshimizu.
あの頃は楽しかった。今も楽しいが、あの頃の楽しさは格別だったよ。ただ無邪気なだけでなく、自分たちがどこにいて、どこに立っているのか、だいたい分かってきた頃、思春期とでも言うのかな。その頃に、何のてらいもなく過ごせる仲間たちとのバカ話は、
Why is this suddenly so fucking heavy?
最高だった。
He was laughing only moments ago, but now his expression is much more somber. Something happened when he was younger.
東部海斗君、
Yes?
学院は楽しいか？
Yes, sir. I do enjoy it quite a bit.
君のその楽しい生活にうちの娘がいることは父親として嬉しい限りだ。
It reminds me of someone. The way he laughed was exactly the same as my father laughed when describing how easy his work here was.
さて、屋敷に戻るか。
Yes.
娘に海斗君はどうだって聞かないといけないからな。
Please don't. Honest God, I honestly feel like at the end of this route, like when they finally start dating, I feel like he's actually gonna be all for it. I feel like the relationship between May and him is gonna be develop a bit slower than usual, but instead there's gonna be like a development of trust between her father and him. And by the point when he realizes, hey, fuck, he likes May, it's gonna be at the point where her dad's just gonna stay on this island, just be, finally fucking realized it, boy! It only took you long enough. Now fucking make my daughter happy or I'm gonna kick your ass. Something like that. This constant teasing is getting on my skin a slight bit. Please, I want to be free of him. Something doesn't feel quite right. I was too relaxed talking to him that it slipped right past me. I'm realizing it only now.
どうかしたのか？
He looks back, stops walking, and asks me to make sure everything's alright. No, it's nothing.
そうかね。
幸代さん、 そろそろ屋敷の中へ。
ああ、今入ろうと思っていたところだった。なあ、カイト君。
Yeah. After her father walks back inside, my old man stares me in the eye. He sensed it too. Shortly before walking through the mansion door, I whispered to him, "Hi."
気づいているな。
Yeah.
ネズミの数は。
Do.
よし。こっちは任せておけ。お前は行ってこい。
By things here, he probably means May. Protect her, well, she's at the academy. But who is there to protect her now? There seems to be no person tasked with that responsibility. So I suppose I'll have to step up and take action. Yes, sir. I'll deal with them accordingly. After entering the mansion, I pretend that I have to use the bathroom and leave again through the back door. There are no shortage of perfect hiding spots. I found an inconspicuous corner and focus on erasing my presence. After that, I search for the location of our intruders. I pinpoint each of them and take mental note of their outward features. First one is of average height and has a survival knife on his belt. Second one has a rather large build and carries the same knife, with the difference being that his is drawn. The bigger one hasn't fully concealed himself, and I can easily sense his intent. Eliminating him should be a walk in the park. One problem, though, is that they're in close proximity. If I eliminate them, I'll have to take out the other in the blink of an eye. In which case, starting with the smaller one is probably the safer bet. Okay. I leave my hiding spot and run over to him, making as little noise as humanly possible. The moment they notice me, I grab the first man's wrist with both of my hands. I twist and bring his body into the air, then throw him to the ground, making sure all the impact goes on his head. He shrieks momentarily before losing consciousness and sprawling out on the ground. Directly after eliminating the first guy, I rush over to the other. He points his knife directly at me. His eyes are drawn to his friend, lying on the ground, motionless. Take that opening and fake a dash. His gigantic body flinches in response. Dealing with someone who's crouching and tensed up is a walk in the park. I grab his wrist and squeeze it until he drops the knife. Following that, I twist it as hard as I can to break both it and the elbow joint. Grab his arm and turn it sideways so that I can knee his lowered head. I throw him to the ground face first and mount his back and deliver a chop to his nape. Notice he's unconscious and get off. Damn, fellas, I thought I was dealing with professionals here. Spot a third one slightly further away. How did I not notice him? The old man only counted 2 as well. I know. The man frankly runs, it comes to me. He never planned on doing anything, let alone killing a person. Must be his first day on the job. Ragtag, the fools are these guys. Knowing that I can't allow him to escape, I engage in pursuit. But then,
カイト君、どこに行ったんでしょうか。
I was meaning to follow the fleeing intruder, but that very moment, May walks out the door. Damn, what kind of luck is this?
こいつを
The intruder, seeing this girl suddenly walk through the door, locks his sights on her. May, for her part, can only stand there fearfully as an unknown man comes charging towards her. I know precisely what he's aiming to do. He's going to kill May. Need to make it in time to save her, but gauging from this distance, it's impossible. I'll reach her before I reach him, meaning I'll have to go with something a little different. Don't move! I shout as loudly as my vocal cords will physically allow. They both stop dead in their tracks and look at me. That scream petrified to both of them. Only a few feet separate them. But then, separate May and myself. Still can't get to her in time. All I achieved was halting his advance. I scowl at him menacingly, knowing that I have to keep his attention from wavering. The situation keeps at a standstill for a short while longer until I call out to May. May?
Hi.
Could I get you to go back inside?
すみません。それはできません。
Why not?
だって、お客さんがいらっしゃってますから。
Say what?
お客さんです。こんにちは。
はい
Like, everyone is confused. Everyone is fucking confused. In a bizarre turn of events, May is now greeting her assailant. His attention is now back on May. However, he seems at a complete loss for what to do. Can't imagine an assassin would ever envision coming across a target who looks them dead in the eye and says hello. I have no such experience yet even I found myself. I have no such experience yet even I found myself flabbergasted. So I can only wonder how much worse it was for him.
どのような用事でしょうか？
どのようなと言われても。
I'm not surprised.
立ち話もなんですから、中に入りませんか？
お茶？
はい。カイトくんを呼びに来たのですが、リビングにいなかったので、外にいるのかなと勘が働きました。
Damn that intuition!
あ、そう。
まさか、お客さんがいらっしゃってるとは思いませんでした。
そうですか。
はい。カイトくんがお相手していたのですね。ありがとうございます。
Well, we were keeping each other company in a different sense than what she's imagining, though. All of that aside, though, thank you, May. You're the hero of the day. That distraction was just what I needed. I sneakily inched my way towards our little friend here, and soon enough, I'm a mere 2 steps away. Don't move! I shouted him another time, and the time he flinched, just quickly closed the distance and hit his chin with a palm strike. He falls, and I pin him to the ground. After making sure he's unconscious, I held his hand and got on top of his back, so that even if he did come to, he wouldn't be able to move his body to my body weight. Phew, we're safe.
カイトくん？お客さんの上に乗るのはいけないと思いますけど。
Oh, this guy's a thief!
泥棒さんなんですか？
Could you go get Kiritake for me? We need to call the police.
わかりました。すぐに呼んできます。
After May goes back inside, I check back on the intruder I have pinned to the ground. He shows no signs of waking, nor does he seem to have any weapon on him. Okay, an uninvited guest prompts me to think about something. He has May to thank for his life. If it came down to it, I was fully prepared to shoot this man with my concealed firearm. I, of course, wasn't going to aim for any vitals, but in a high-pressure situation, I can easily miss my target. I guess we both won out in the end, but I had to lie to May again. Shortly after, my old man comes and ties up the 3 intruders. He asks me to go keep May and her father company in the meantime. Well, which I readily agree to. He probably doesn't want them to witness what he's about to do. Feeling is mutual, so I head back inside. Hopefully I'll manage to distract them adequately enough. Thankfully, May's father was also aware of the situation and wanted to keep his daughter away from the mess. The 3 of us chatted inside for a while. My fucking glasses don't want to be good right now. They just really feel really fucking weird right now. Anyways, the police arrived at the estate shortly after to take care of the matter. Their investigation is taking a lot longer than I thought. It's already dark out. What am I doing, you ask? Police had to enter the mansion, so as things turned out, I'm staying in May's room. My old man specifically set this up so that I could come to May's room with her. So this is your room.
はい、そうです。
The fact of the matter is that I'm a UPJ secret agent who infiltrated Morno under the guise of a transfer student from the north. As such, having the police check my identity would create a rather worrisome situation. Even supposing the intelligence branch of the UPJ military took all the right precautions, you can still you still can never underestimate the investigative prowess of the police. The police force was backing from the massive administrative body that is the state. So in essence, their investigative abilities should be on par with intelligence agencies. One man alone could never hope to take them on, so I'll simply have to stay low. It's just the type of view I imagined you having, May.
ありがとうございます。
So to conclude, I have now ended up in May's room to escape the police's eye. Of course, some people can't know that, so the story is that I'm simply coming here to keep her company, and also to provide a bit of distraction, to lessen the psychological impact from the situation. So, though it's hard suddenly being thrust in her room like this, I'm nervous. Can't stop myself from thinking about what May's father talked with me about earlier. Marriage.
カイト君?
Yes?
私、男の人を部屋に入れたことがないのです。
Okay.
だからすみません。緊張しています。うまくおもてなしできないかもしれません。
Don't worry about that.
いえ、そんなわけにはいきません。
You don't have to get so worked up over it.
力いっぱいおもてなししないと私の気が済みません。
I think I understand now why her father said she could be stubborn. Just being able to come to your room is enough hospitality for me, May. Plus this black tea and those scones, they're delicious.
そうでしょうか。
Yeah, they're great.
そうですか。よかったです。ですね、カイトくん。
Uh-huh.
守ってくれてありがとう。
Huh? Does she know the full situation?
ちゃんとお礼を言いたかったのですが、緊張してました。あれ？私はカイトくんに助けられたんですよね。
Yeah. Her smile seems even more open and reserved than usual. Maybe it has to do with me being in her room. By her honest, straightforward personality, I can tell that she's thanking me from the bottom of her heart. Must be why she panicked a slight bit. It would seem that she hasn't caught on to me being her bodyguard. I was the one who caught the thieves.
それがですね、あの人たちは泥棒じゃなかったかもしれないのです。
That... I was debunked just like that.
うちはいろいろあるので、カイトくんが怪我しなくてよかったです。カイトくんに何かあったら、私...
The way this conversation is going, I might just be able to get information out of her that will answer why I've been tasked with protecting her. The question that's been bugging me for these past few days. But ultimately, I do nothing. Knowing won't change anything. I'm determined to protect her no matter what. Yeah, I'm alright. Just glad those guys didn't hurt you or anything.
ありがとうございます。私もカイトくんが無事でよかったです。
Seeing that warm smile of hers makes me realize that all the nerves from earlier are gone. These are gone by now. The mansion is a lot more quiet and peaceful to show for that.
さて、そろそろ帰らないとな。
迎えはすでに来ていますよ。
今夜くらいは泊まっていこうかと思ったのだがな。
残念です。
メイ、すまないな。
いえ、お父さんこそお仕事頑張ってください。
頑張るよ。
You know how to keep things brief. I might realize that talking more will only dwindle the time they have together. Let them look in each other's eyes, hold hands, and share a smile.
ああ、カイト君。
He suddenly calls my name, catching me off
メ
guard.
イの誕生日が近いんだ。誕生日パーティーの準備を指導さんに頼んでおいた。
Okay? can already surmise what he's about to ask
娘
me.
の誕生日を一緒に祝ってくれると嬉しい。
お父さん。
Sure, I'd be glad to. When's your birthday, May?
今月の23日です。
What month?! This starting to piss me off! They keep saying, yeah, it's the 23rd now, it's the 23rd, and now they're even like, yeah, okay, well, her birthday is soon, okay, when's your birthday? It's the 23rd of this month! Who the fuck says this? When someone's asked, like, hey, what's your birthday? They say, oh, I don't know, for me, I'm gonna go ahead and say, it's the 23rd of May. Or, I don't fucking know, it's the 6th of March. It's the, I don't fucking know, 13th of August. Like, that's how you answer that shit. Not, it's the, I don't fucking know, 30th of this month. That I'm not gonna say out loud that it is September. You'll just have to figure that one out yourself. I don't know why I'm so beefed by this. I don't know why. I just am. It's really pissing me off. Got it. I'll keep my schedule open.
ありがとう。
ありがとう。私は来られないが、次に帰ってくるときにはびっくりするくらいのプレゼントを用意しておく。
楽しみにしてます。
ハードル上がったな。それじゃあ頑張ってプレゼントを考えるとするか。
Someone knocks on the door and my old man goes and opens it. A woman in a suit comes in.
まだこちらにいましたか。雪代先生、時間ギリギリです。
Oh my.
ああ、わかってる。わざわざお迎えご苦労。
いえ、これも仕事ですので。
His father smirks at the secretary, amused by her response, before turning to me and May and smiling.
それじゃあ、またな。
はい。いってらっしゃい。
Why do I feel like that secretary is gonna be evil? May stands there and watches her father calmly leaves without another word said. The moment the door closes, I take notice of the sadness in her expression. That expression was momentary. The next second, her usual bright smile is back. Skip. Skip it. Skip it. Skip it. Skip it. I don't fucking know. Yes, phew indeed. Helping the old man out proved to be a surprisingly exhausting task. I assisted him in preparing an incredibly wide array of dishes, and in addition to that, carried off the used silverware and dishes from the living room and supplied people with new ones. I was to commute between kitchen and living room, serving the people their food, and after doing that, I talked with them. The old man vigorously worked the entire time, but now he's laughing along and chatting with the guests. Doesn't seem exhausted the slightest. I have to admit I'm quite impressed at how he can keep up with all this. He's getting up there in age, so it's quite surprising to me that he can not only do all the housework, but also properly entertain the guests at the same time. He calls that easy work. That's almost what I said there. I didn't ever expect him to be working as a butler, but I have to say, he's still the same person I knew him to be. Thinking about how I'd never manage in his shoes. I'm thinking about how I'd never manage in his shoes. I go outside the house, seeking to relax away from the commotion of the party. I was thinking of staying here for a while to get some fresh air, and I noticed that I have company.
カイトくん。
Turn around and see May walk out of the door. Long hair sways in a gentle nighttime breeze. Light from one of the windows shines down and illuminates her figure. What are you doing out here?
カイトくんこそ、ご飯はもういいのですか？
Kitaka really is a fabulous cook, but I think I'm stuffed.
はい。いつも食べさせてもらってます。
pretty lucky.
はい。
Silence ensues. Can't think of anything to talk about, so I simply stay quiet.
びっくりしました。
Huh?
少し、カイトくんとだけお話がしたかったのです。
After seeing the slight blush on her smiling face, I figured that staying silent and listening is what I should do. I simply have nothing to say. Maybe it's just that I want to look at her face and listen to her as she talks to me.
花束についていたメッセージカードに花の種を見つけました。
Oh, yeah.
あの種はユリですね。
After that, she flashes me a
花
smile.
畑の話、覚えていてくれたんですね。
How could I forget? I tend to be a rather forgetful person, but that story truly was heartwarming. That's why it still stayed in my mind.
そうですか。
How about we spread them somewhere here?
あ、それは面白そうです。でも、
But
やめておきます。
don't want to do it like they did?
あの花畑みたいに何年も経ってから咲くかどうかなんてわかりませんから。
Ah, true. So you think it was a coincidence then?
はい。せっかくいただいた種ですから、偶然だけに頼りたくないです。
It's probably a wise idea.
はい。でも、偶然も素敵です。こうやって二人きりで話をすることができたんですから。
Feeling somewhat embarrassed by her sudden sentimental remark.
カイトくん、私、不思議だと思うんです。
What kind of
カ
feeling?
イトくんとは初めて会った気がしません。
Are they gonna shoehorn another childhood friend? I get that same feeling. That's the complete truth. I've had that same feeling she talked about. Since I first met her, I haven't been able to shake the feeling that I know her. Or does she also know about the loop? I'm calling the loop, but I'm basically talking about like that first run through. So when I heard her bring it up, the words just kind of left my mouth without me realizing it.
一期一会ですよね。
ん？
それでは改めまして、東部カイトくん、これからもよろしくお願いします。
Or you're not gonna be staying friends. You're gonna be becoming something even more. I must want to chuckle and ask her why she's being so formal all of a sudden, but I can't. Yukishiro May is the girl standing face to face with me, thanking me for being her friend and talking about how special our first encounter was. To me, she's Yukishiro May, nothing more, nothing less. Tubukaito, you say. On the other hand, I can't say that I'm Tubukaito. Tubukaito is only an assumed identity. Absolutely, Yukishiro May.
はい。
So let me take the chance to say it again. Happy birthday. She takes my hand and we share a handshake. It feels like I've been taken back to that scene at the flower garden where she and I first met. The day I lied to her. What differentiates then from now is that I've continued to lie to her. That's gonna be the whole thing. It's just that guilt is slowly but surely eating him up or something. After school, I'm at the flower garden helping May. This has almost become sort of a daily routine for me. There are also other flowers here besides the lilies, and May also says she also takes care of them from time to time. Hey May, I finished weeding out this corner here.
Hi!
She's watering using the hose she connected to the faucet. She then attaches a shower head to it and walks over to me.
ありがとうございます。
Point to the pile of weeds I pulled out and ask her what I noticed. Why don't we just use weed killer?
前に管理していた人が使わない主義だったそうです。ユリへの影響を避けるためと伺っています。
What was it called? Mulching? There's also weeds directly at the roots of the lilies, so it'd be bad if it killed those too.
そうですね。 その辺もあると思います。
Your smile is brightened further by the evening sun. Think back to the day I first met her. Version of her haven't changed at all since that day.
カイトくん、手が汚れています。
No, I better go wash him then. Do you want me to turn off the water while I'm at it?
あともう少しで水まき終わります。ここで手を洗ってしまったらどうでしょう。
After that, she tries tinkering with the shower head, attached to the hose again.
線はどっち
She's gonna fucking open the thing up.
こっち。
The hose slides down and water shoots directly at my face.
カイトくん、大丈夫ですか？
I'm fine, but please turn off the hose!
はい。シャワー壊れてます。
Let me see! You just do this and... it's cracked!
そうです。口を指で押さえつけます。
Don't! Wait, no! If you do that, it'll... I'm sprayed with water once again. The dirt washes off my hands and my eyes become filled with water.
カイトくん、大丈夫ですか？
Of course! This is part of my training! Like a soft version of waterfall meditation! I wipe my face with my hands as I create some nonsensical excuse to reassure her.
そうだったのですか？
Panicking would be unwise in this situation. May, watch how much water you spray here. If you use too much, it'll be bad for the lilies.
はい。こっちですね。
That's fine, I'll turn off the water. So just a sec, wait a sec. Walk over to the faucet, still drenched to the bone. The evening air suddenly feels surprisingly cool like this. He's gonna get sick, isn't he? It's gonna be like a whole thing, like he gets sick and she takes care of him, isn't it? That's gonna be the fucking case. Summer's fast approaching, but it can still get fairly chilly later in the day. Okay, so since summer is approaching, it's probably like July or June. So May is not born in May. Kinda sad. Or am I right here? When the fuck does summer officially begin? Start of summer. Like that. It is in August. Oh, it's actually in June. Then it could actually then it probably is May, actually. Probably May. So yeah, okay. Just check. I'm too dumb to remember. Hey, what comes first, June or July? I think it was June. June that comes first. Yep, June comes first. So yeah, it's most likely May actually. So apparently I and May share the same birthday. That's neat.
本当に大丈夫でしょうか？うちに寄っていきませんか？早く着替えた方が。
Oh good, my dorm's not far from here.
すみません。風邪ひかないでください。
No worries, I'll change right when I get back. Tried to reassure her when we said goodbye, but now that I'm alone, I realize that I'm shivering. Evening breeze is too much for me. Gotta get back home so I can take a bath. Once I get back to my room, I discover a major problem. But I have to clean the tub. There isn't enough leftover bath water for me to reheat, and the water in there isn't very clean to begin with. Take off my uniform jacket and scrub the top of the rest of my clothing still on. With the rest of my clothing still on. After finishing, I let in the water. Finally. Take off the rest of my drenched uniforms and put on my pajamas. My hair also apparently got considerably wet. dry it off using a bath towel, then throw the towel in the washer. Then, still feeling a bit chilly in my PJs, I also wrap myself in a blanket. Now comes the long wait. Even with a blanket, I still feel pretty cold. Fortunately for me, I can't turn on the heater during this time of year. Oh well, I'll be soaking in hot bath water soon enough anyway. Might still feel a bit cold, but now I'm free from the wet clothes. I enjoy the pajamas. Now free from the wet clothes, I enjoy the pajamas and towels' pleasant warmth. Following morning. And nothing but phone calls all morning. First I had to check in with the operator. After that, it was my old man. After him. And I was sit cross-legged on my bed with phone on my ear, waiting. Yes, good morning. This is Tobo calling. Yes, unfortunately, I was calling to inform you that I won't be at school today. That's something I forgot a fucking old ton. Like, I think during my last 2 years of school, I just didn't turn them in at all. Like, I just didn't even bother. Because all the years before, I forgot them so often. Actually... No, I remember this incorrectly. That was like, for like a year. And afterwards, it was literally every time I was sick, I had to go to the doctor and hand in, like, a fucking written notice from the doctor that I visited the doctor. And if I didn't, I would have to get, like, remedial lessons. Anyways, okay. Don't worry, I'll stay in bed. Okay. I had to make a bit of small talk with her, but I felt so groggy that I couldn't think of anything. The call then ended without me saying anything further. Tossed my phone next to my pillow and plopped myself onto the bed. Still in disbelief that I actually fell asleep before getting in the bath last night. That was beyond stupid of me. The mild warmth provided by the blanket must have made me drowsy. Giving into the allure of sleep was a terrible mistake. Damn, I need to get myself together. I already knew I was. Didn't need my old man to tell me directly. Whatever, I'll sleep now and worry about that later. If I stay and swear under my blankets, I ought to get better. Sweat, that's probably what it's meant to say. Though I should probably place a water bottle near me first. I thought that I wouldn't be able to sleep well, but the clock near me reads 3, way past noon. I'm sweating bullets, my pajamas are drenched, and so is my blanket. I'm extremely thirsty, but I can't do anything about it since I forgot to put the water bottle near me. Need some water bad. I crawl out of my bed, chug 3 glasses of water, take a survival vitamin pill since I don't have any, and take a survival vitamin pill since I don't have any cold medicine. I'd prepared this stuff in case of a potential solo operation. They sure come in handy. I've got to get cold medicine though. This cold sure got me by surprise. I'm growing too careless for my peaceful life here. Gotta hurry up and recover. I thought about potentially going to the hospital, but considering my identity, I might have problems if they asked me for my insurance card. I should have given me all the necessary documents, but it never hurts to be careful. Back to bed. Fell asleep once again. He's either gonna wake up and there's gonna be someone in his room, or he's gonna be woken up by knocking. There's a ringing sound, and it isn't my alarm clock. Someone must be ringing the bell to my room. They're doing it repeatedly. Who is it? If few seconds later, my phone starts to ring. Oh, May. Display shows her name. Right, she did give me her number. I quickly pick up my phone and answer. Hello? I'm talking. I noticed that my throat is sore and I can't speak very well.
カイトくんですか？
Yeah.
声が全然違います。あ、今、寮の前まで来ています。
Ah, you were the one ringing?
私です。すみません。何度も押してしまいました。
Ah, it's okay. Wait a second while I open the door. As soon as I get out of bed, I start feeling dizzy. My condition didn't worsen, but I didn't get better either. For now, I'll just open the door. Hey, come all the way out here to check on me.
カイトくん、外に出ちゃダメです。
She sees me, she comes to the entrance towards me and shoves me back inside. What?
風邪ひいているのに、上着も着ずに外に出てはいけません。
Yeah, sorry. He pushes me all the way back to my room. So, welcome to my room, I guess.
お邪魔します。
Whoops. Nah, you're fine. It's pretty chilly out there, I know.
いえ、そうではないです。
Huh?
あ、これ着てください。
She hands me a jacket that was in the room. I put it on, just like she instructed me to.
それと、これを羽織ってください。
I covered myself in the blanket she gave
部屋
me.
の空気がよどんでいますから、換気をします。
Ah, so she wanted me to dress tightly for that. Okay, let me get the window now.
私がやります。
She responds almost instantaneously and quickly opens the windows and door, not giving me time to argue. I feel the slight cold air flowing into this warm room.
いくら寒くても、換気はまめにした方がいいです。そのためには、部屋を暖かくする以上に、ちゃんと着込むことで、体を冷やさないようにしてください。
Ah, okay.
それと、汗はたくさんかきましたよね。シーツを交換しましょう。掛け布団のカバーもです。どこにありますか？
But yeah, just let me find them.
これでとりあえずは大丈夫だと思います。
She took it upon herself to tidy up for me since I'm currently still sick. But I'm still a teensy tiny bit worried. What does she have in store for me? For what it's worth, she was the cause of my cold. Guess it's just like this. I'm concerned with what magnificent blunder she'll surprise me with next. As it turns out though, my worries were unneeded. She works swiftly and deftly. She cleans the room, does my laundry, checks my kitchen, and just in general makes sure I'm taken care of. I can only feel impressed as I watch her from my bed. And I think of it, while her methods for taking care of the lilies were fairly suspect, she got the job done in more than timely fashion.
カイトくん、自炊してるから食材がたくさんあって助かりました。なければいろいろ買ってこないとなと思ってました。電子レンジでチンすれば食べられるようにしておきましたから。
Not only did she prepare a meal for me, she also got a change of clothes and underwear ready for me. In addition, she also brought some sports drinks and set them beside my bed so that I can reach them without getting out of bed. There was also some cold medicine she brought with her, but she said that I don't necessarily need it as long as I have an appetite. Thanks, Mai.
いえ、もともと私のせいですから。
No. Well, yeah. Can't exactly deny it.
ですから、今日はちゃんと最後まで看病します。
Thanks, really. You're a lifesaver. Actually, you seem like you're used to doing this.
そうですか？教会でお世話になっている方々にいろいろ教わってるからかもしれません。私
Whoops. Sorry. It all comes together when she says that. Oh, your volunteer work. She's been working with those people for so long, she's gotten used to helping people who are sick or bedridden. Though maybe I shouldn't say she's gotten used to it. She's practically a professional. Yep, it all makes sense now.
どうしたんですか?
Oh, nothing. Just a little impressed at how good of a job you're doing.
そうですか? 自信なかったのですが、カイトくんが具合悪いから早くよく。
Whoops.
実は男の人を一人で看病したのは初めてなので緊張してました。
Absolutely not. Thank you, May. I'll be better in no time now.
そう言ってもらえると嬉しいです。あ、病人さんに励まされてしまいました。
The hint of embarrassment in her smile really strikes me as cute.
それじゃあご飯にしましょう。あ、その前に着替えですね。
I never pay attention if they like change the sprite like changes or the like the expression changes mid like line. But the moment I pay attention, like I wonder like wait does it do that? It suddenly doesn't do that for like 10 fucking lines. Then I stop paying attention again. Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
待ってください。
Okay?
ここで脱いでください。
What?
汗拭きますから。
You will?
はい。お湯の用意しますから、パジャマ脱いで横になっててください。
She says that in all seriousness, and what's more, still manages to retain that soothing smile of hers afterwards. Dealing with that not taking no for an answer attitude of hers for over 10 minutes now. So I'll just have to do as she says.
カイトくん?
Yes?
私が汗を拭くのは背中だけです。
Oh.
はい。すみません。カイトくんが顔を赤くして戸惑ってるから。
Wait, was he taking his pants off?
あれ? また風がぶり返してきたのかなと思って。見当違いと気づいたら。
I was about to press the click there. Yeah, you were mistaken.
すみません。
Just curious, but have you ever wiped a guy down before?
女性の方ならあります。何度もです。あ、おじいちゃんなら2回ほどあります。
Ah, okay, got it.
なので大丈夫です。
Right, but to be honest, you seem nervous.
大丈夫です。自信あります。
So she says, but I'm having my doubts. Right as I lay down on the bed naked from the waist up, May arrives back with a bowl of hot water. Ready when you are.
はい。
Yeah, I remember seeing that CG in like the preview for Steam that for some reason they thought, hey, let's just put spoilery CGs there like a CG where there are Higashimori and Make, but Kohaku is there. Koharu. That's giant fucking spoilers! Like you're through all the routes, you notice, hey, Koharu's nowhere, and then you suddenly see, hey, what's that in the background when you go on Hello Goodbye? Oh, it's just the four of them in the Higashimori and Maki again, but there's just Koharu there! That is bullshit! That is bullshit! Ass crabs! Wait, what? After putting the towel in the bowl and adequately wringing it out, she places it on my back. Sensation stings a little at first due to the temperature, but as she continues rubbing with it, it starts to feel pleasant.
昨日はお風呂入ることができたのでしょうか?
She has her hand on his ass. She has her hand on his ass. Like, they said he was from the waist up naked. So that would be his ass, wouldn't it? Also, that would be one big ass. Dude be tummy thick. Dude be giving Snake a run for his money, apparently. No, I was going to, but I accidentally fell asleep.
そうでしたか。なら、念入りに吹きますね。
Thanks. She applies a bit of strength to her hand. Boy, this feels wonderful. It would never feel as good if I wiped myself. Might as well be a back massage.
カイト君、背中が熱いですね。
You think so?
それに、小さな傷が結構あります。
Oh fuck. Well, I was pretty wild as a kid. That's where those come from.
スポーツをやってる人は、背中の筋肉のつき方が違うと聞いたことがあります。
I didn't play anything really, I just worked out. But that's even a sport.
そうなのですか。ボランティアで知り合ったおじいちゃんとは全然違います。
I'd be beyond embarrassed if I was. It'd be enough to drive me to tears. I think people who regularly work out are just more in shape in general.
そうかもしれません。
Kitty for example.
おじさまをおじいちゃんと呼ぶ。あ、そういえばこの前、じいと呼びなさいと言われました。
Wow, the guy actually did it. Can't believe that bastard actually had the gall to ask her that. What kind of butler requests that from his master?
でもおじさまはおじさまですから。おじいさんとは違います。
Did you tell him that?
はい。
Bet he was smiling.
頭撫でられました。
He was smiling at least on the inside. Do you not need the towel anymore, May?
あ、すみません。
For the past minute or so, she had just been rubbing my back with her bare hands.
カイト君の背中を触っていたら、つい。
She just... What? Well, mine felt nice and comfortable like a back massage.
本当ですか？なら続けます。この辺、
Whoops. Ah, yeah, that hit spot.
風邪ひいていると節々が痛くなったりするからマッサージすることもあるんです。
Never knew that. It really does feel nice. So much so that my mind doesn't even register any of the other pain in my body right now.
あとハーブティーもいいそうです。今日は持ってこなかったのですが。
That's fine, I'll try some next time I get a cold.
はい。ぜひ試してください。
The massage feels so blissful that I end up closing my eyes without realizing. I feel like I might fall asleep. Almost dozed off, but was awoken by May's voice telling me not to sleep without changing into pajamas if I want to get better. After that, she cooked for me. She also brought some ice packs I could put on my forehead to lower the fever. If that wasn't generous enough, she also brought ice cream for me. Thanks again for doing all this. Think I'll be back on my feet tomorrow.
そうですか。よかったです。
Thanks for the ice cream too. Really made me a happy man today.
どういたしまして。早く良くなってください。学院で待ってますから。
Yeah. I don't know why, but I felt a tug at my heartstrings when she said those last words. She really seems to have a knack for being able to do that. Wait, what were the last words? Oh. Wonder why.
では失礼します。お大事にしてください。
Yeah. Oh, yeah, thanks. See you at school.
はい。おやすみなさい。
After the door shuts behind her, silence reigns, as though I can physically feel it. Seeing someone you want to stay and leave can be a truly lonely feeling indeed. And skip! We saw that? Okay, yeah, we did. During the extended homeroom period this week, we discussed what our class will be doing at the festival.
他にありませんか？
May, who is on duty today, leads the discussion and writes down all the proposals on the blackboard. And now we only have two, cafe and haunted house, which are fairly standard for a school festival. This feels like the exact same scene as with Suguri. Just that now May is the representative. A few members of our class, the lazy ones who didn't want to do any work, shot forth the idea of a break room, but Sister Therese was quick to reject it.
はいはいバーをやろうカクテルっすよカクテル
却下です。
ガックシはいはい居酒屋なら OK 日本各地の名手をできる限り集めようぜ
I hate the fact that there's no proper Irish pubs around fucking out Germany. At least none I know of.
ダメです。
なぜだ
お酒だからよ、ダメに決まってるでしょ。
Just get out the alcohol, Iwashimizu. I mean, with the way you normally act, I don't even think you need liquor.
そうだな
You're not supposed to actually admit that, dude.
俺が飲むんじゃないお客さんが飲むんだお客さんに楽しんでもらわなくてどうする
I'm not so sure about that, but at least your heart's in the right place.
岩清水ケーキ作るのうまかったからさ、それ出してあげればどうかな、ケーキ屋さん。
俺の腕はまだ素人レベルだまだまだだ
Man, this guy can be crazy ambitious about the weirdest things.
なあカイト、学院祭というのは学院を一般開放する日なのだろ。
All of a sudden she addresses me. Academy isn't normally, but during the festival it is.
つまり学院や自分たちへの出資をしてくれている人たちに日頃の成果を見せる時ということだ。
If you want to be super technical about it.
なら今までの成果を見せる研究発表などがいいのではないか。
Oh, this time she actually suggests it and is gonna get shut down in 3, 2, 1, go. Sounds like a nice idea to me. For example, maybe we could now.
不許可
People gather around Natsume's desk and angrily reject her proposal.
わかった。
Ah, fucking and. All it took were those two magic words and the crowd disperses like nothing ever happened.
一体何が悪かったんだ。
Dunno. Actually, I do have an inkling of an idea, but I'd rather not discuss that right now.
他に何かありませんか。カイトくんどうでしょうか。
What? You're asking me?
はい。
I'm in favor of the cafe.
それは最後にやるから、今はアイデアよ。
How about this then? We'll stay with the cafe idea, but offer home-baked cakes as our main draw. We could ask the Grandmaster at the Higashimura Yamaki for advice and design our cafe from there, respecting his style and decorating it accordingly.
それ魅力。素敵です。いい案だ。東村山家は素晴らしいからな。
なるほどマスターの技を盗むチャンスだな
This boss only wants to go with it for his own benefits, but all in all, my proposal seems to be fairly popular. Oh, how did I come up with that to begin with? Finding the interest in my proposal, the class decides to settle on doing a cafe. Like, I feel like this round is really laser focused on the fact, hey, he lived through all of this once before. And we only have to ask the Higashimura Yamaki for assistance. Since we aren't the only people in our class who adore the place, we all decide to visit there as a group. After that, progress grows smoothly. Sugiri was our class representative to the festival committee. She coordinated everything for us. May has taken the role of our leader when it comes to the Higashimura Yamaki side of things. She has the ability to understand the typically meek and quiet Grandmaster, so she's a valuable asset to us. He's not gonna question like, wait, hold on a fucking second. What's my free time lately has been spent on preparations for the Digital Festival. The whole academy is feeling the festival spirit already. Mingled in with the usual laughter, I can hear people shouting commands left and right. Everyone is being pushed at the edge. Almost reminds me of military training in a sense. Cadets carrying the future of the country on their back, forced to labor day in, day out. You know, there are more than a few problems with such a comparison, but I couldn't prevent my mind from making an unconscious connection. It was peaceful here.
戦場よ。
Oh, you're back. Hey, Suguri. She left earlier to attend a meeting with the rest of the members in the festival committee. Guess they're finished.
この惨状を見て平和と言えるあなたは、よっぽどの平和ボケか勇者ね。
This scene from hell. Fuck. The sneeze didn't come out! The scene from hell, referring to the large number of students who stayed after school for festival preparations, scrambling to and fro. Many of the girls from our class are currently talking with May, deciding how exactly to divvy the roles. Guys, on the other hand, are with Yoshimitsu, doing absolutely nothing productive and not discussing anything much important either.
はあ、夏目がいないのは痛いわね。
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with Natsume. 3 days ago, she was absent. The following day, she was late. After, she left early. Finally today, she was absent. Her appearances have been incredibly sporadic, so something is obviously wrong.
同意してないでまとめてきてよ。
I was in too much of a daze to realize that I was just lazing around. She had to specifically point it out to me. Sorry, you want me to doing preparations for the interior, right?
よろしく。
I squeezed my way into Iwashimizu's group and tried to get everyone back on topic to discuss who will do what for the interior decorations. Many of them whine as I expected, but I ignore them and keep pushing the discussion forward. As that's going on, I happen to spot May exiting into the hallway with her phone in hand. A few minutes pass, she comes back in and walks over to me.
カイトくん、少しいいでしょうか。
What's up?
この後、用事ありますか？
Just preparation stuff.
おじさまがカイトくんを一緒に連れてきてと言っているんです。
An old man is the one asking for me, and this is more than likely, something far more important than festival work. Sure, I'll come. Yoshimizu, can you handle things here?
よし、任された。お前はどこへでも行ってこい。
Suguri is here to keep everyone on task, so we will be fine. I say that to convince May. Realizing the urgency of this, I dart through the hallways alongside May. Protecting her is my duty, so this works out wonderfully for me. I had wanted to stay with her until she left the academy. I feel bad for throwing this all on Suguri, but once I told her who called for us, she understood.
おじさま、カイトくんにどんな用事でしょう？
I don't know. I vaguely thought that it could be related to my mission to protect May, but if that's the case, a simple phone call would suffice. Maybe he simply wants to discuss something in person. Wants to discuss it in person. Or maybe he just wants me to be with May when she leaves the school property. At this point, it could be anything. I don't think I've asked you, but has anything changed now that your dad's president?
あります。
What's that? Give me a hint as to why I'm being summoned.
カイトくんが変わりました。
What? Did you say me? She gives a nod. I see a hint of embarrassment in it. I feel like I understand what she means. May is the daughter of a president. Learning her father's identity prompted me to re-evaluate how I went about protecting her. I had been lax before, but that had to change. So with that in mind, that meant I had to limit where she could and could not go on her own. Inside school is fine, of course, but the only place outside Academy Island she goes to is the flower garden. And the only place she goes outside, and the only place outside Academy Island she goes to is the flower garden. But now I accompany her whenever she does her volunteer work. Guess I have changed.
はい。
Look, sorry, I don't mean to follow you around everywhere like this. It's just...
あ、そうじゃないです。謝らないでください。むしろ、嬉しかったです。カイトくん、頼りになりますから。
Thanks. She smiles brightly. I suppose I can interpret that as a show of trust. Again, I'm hardly the only person she smiles towards like that. That was a different kind of smile, I feel. Upon reaching the school gate, I find my old man there waiting for us.
おじさま。
お嬢、カイトを連れてきてくれたようだな。
It's still necessary to pretend that he and I are strangers, so I greet him with a curt bow.
お嬢と車に乗れ。帰るぞ。
Huh? You're dropping me off?
そうなるな。
What do you mean? They're prompting, get in the back seat of the car. May is currently changing in her room. My old man and I are alone in the living room area. I suppose this explains why she lives in a house that belongs to such a famous person as Mr. Ato. This house is to be used only by presidents, essentially. You know about all this, didn't you?
カイト、これからお前に命令が下る。
What are they? He ignores my first question, instead choosing to get to the crux of why I was called here.
制限の解除だ。幸代名の護衛を学院内だけではなく、すべてを本人の護衛を優先に。
What?
何か質問はあるか？俺は第三者だが、答えられる質問には答えよう。
Why are you giving me this order?
俺からじゃない。後ほど、おそらく今日の夜にでも保安部の方から下る命令だ。
I was considering asking him how he knows that, but quickly remind myself. This man knows the security department's encryption methods. No person is better than him at stealing information. Even when he retired from active duty, he still maintained a certain leverage over the intelligence branch. For a man with as many achievements as him, it's no wonder he was chosen to work for a president-elect. You never cease to amaze me.
道理を知る者は無茶の仕方も知る。セキュリティを知る者はそれを破る方法も熟知しているものだ。
I know that. This man isn't the founder of the security department's elite unit for nothing.
先に知らせたのは時間が惜しいからだ。前もって動け。
Understood. Answer him without delay. Simply isn't enough to protect her while she's at school. I'm aware. She's constantly wandering around this town to different places daily. I need to sync my movements with hers throughout the day, otherwise the risk is too high. So it logically follows that this will require preparation.
というのは、本当はこんなものを手に入れたからだ。
He pulls out a piece of paper and shows it to me. I carefully skim over it. Let's see. The Presidential Security Division? Secret Service. Signature. Bashir George, May's father. The message on the paper is essentially the order that my old man had just informed me of. It was a missive that tasked me, an agent from the security department of the intelligence branch, with acting as his daughter's bodyguard. That means it was an order from him directly?
そうだ。気に入られてよかったな。
Him going through all this trouble really strikes me as an overprotective father thing to do. At the same time, I just know he's out there somewhere with a smirk on his face as he enjoys messing with me. Attribute it maybe to the fact that I'd met him before, but I feel like I can almost perfectly understand the mind of this man, the soon-to-be president of the United Provinces of Japan. This might just be one big game to him.
カイト、お嬢には護衛をしていることは伏せておく。
Of course, I understand why you would caution me about this. May's protection is not my only priority. The security department planted me here as Tobukaito for an entirely separate mission. I can't allow myself to forget that.
俺も伏せているからな。その方が 俺にとっても都合がいい。
So how do you expect me to follow her everywhere she goes all day long? Getting her to consent seems like a difficult task, and I can give her no reason. There needs to be a mutual trust and assurance between the protector and the one being protected.
その件については考えてる。部屋の確保もできているしな。
Huh? He smirks teasingly. I reminded of May's father. He would make that exact same face to me. Now I'm getting flashbacks to our conversation not too long ago. So you're saying I'd be living in this mansion as well?
そういうことになる。
Okay. Wait, no! What is this? And why?
24時間の護衛だ。そばにいるのは当然だろ。
Well, yeah, I understand that, but still, isn't this a little sudden?
護衛の仕事はそういうものだ。
Guess you have a point. Examining the whole thing so calmly that it brought me back to my senses. But wait! How would they explain him living in the mansion to May? Wouldn't she get suspicious? Okay, so what should I use as my pretext for living here?
用意しようか。
No, I have one. We just need to make sure we're on the same page, so our stories match.
それでいい。
Expression on his face reminds me of a teacher smiling upon their pupil's progress. And almost right on cue, the person in question descends the stairs from the second floor.
お待たせしました。
Kitaki told me the news, May.
何でしょうか。
So the thing is, I'm going to be living here. Dad decided he wanted to cover my school expenses.
そうなのですか。
Yeah, apparently he did it through the Tenshinho Private Investment Scholarship System. Kitaka just told me about it. Private Investment Scholarship System. A system created for graduates from Tenshinho Academy or other wealthy donors with ties to the school. Said to have first been created to allow richer families to benefit their children by sending other people they could confide in along with them. It is unheard of in the present day. It now only exists as a way to provide scholarships. A great number of learning institutions use the system, and is now one of the reasons Morino was able to flourish as a city of science and technology. Did we miss? Did we miss anything? No. Okay. I shoot him a glance, to which he gives a discreet nod. He's going to cooperate with me.
そうだったんですか。よかったです。
She's so ecstatic, you would have a hard time believing it wasn't her who received this. Yeah, it really is.
カイトくんと一緒に暮らせるんですね。嬉しいです。
It's as though that line was perfectly designed to make me blush. In all honesty, though, I truly have to question how gullible she is. Is she really not going to inquire any further? Did she not spot a single thing fishy about that? Maybe she's just simply that pure-hearted and trusting. Hey, just who is May? Ask him in a hushed voice.
お嬢はお嬢だ。それだけだ。
He answers with a grin on his face. I almost want to believe he'd been anticipating that question this whole time. Anyhow, that gave me no answers. Yukishiro May.
お前が今まで接してきたお嬢が、お前にとっての雪代メイのすべてだ。
I feel like he's speaking in riddles or something.
カイトくん、これからもよろしくお願いしますね。
It's hard not to blush when faced with that smile. Oh, yeah, that's right. I want you to promise me something.
はい。
Don't tell anyone about this. If Yoshimizu or his pals get word of this, my life will be over.
はい、わかりました。二人だけの内緒ですね。
It's not so pure that I naturally break into one as well, albeit a sardonic one. What the fuck is sardonic? Sardines? I don't fucking know. Sardonic. Fuck off. If you describe someone as sardonic, you mean their attitude to people or things is humorous, but rather critical. Mocking, cynical, dry, bitter, smug apparently as well. Anyways, I truly think she doesn't suspect a thing. Several days have passed since I began living at May's mansion, and I made my usual report the night of. I indeed received an encrypted message that my new mission was to act as Maeve's bodyguard, just like my old man had said. After that, I packed all my necessary belongings and moved in. The room I'm using apparently used to be Mr. Yukishiro's old room. Ah, it's neat. It contains all the furniture that he had used as a schoolboy. Everything looks so expensive and classy that I inadvertently act extra careful around it. But the fucking lamp is crooked! Ah! Fix that! Fix that now, you stupid motherfucker! Do it! Why is the lamp crooked? Lamp crooked? I don't like this! Why is the fucking lamp crooked? I don't like it! Fucking fix it! Ah! Following that, my old man gave me a rundown of the security features of this mansion. It was originally built with the intention of housing only the most elite of VIPs, and as the times changed, technology advanced, the quality of security improved along with it. Might even be able to convince someone that this is the greatest private security system on the planet. However, the system and its technology are mere tools. Ultimately, what makes or breaks a security system is the attentiveness and quick judgment of the person operating it.
Kaito-kun, ちょっと待っててください.
Just as school ends and we're about to go home, May tells me that and walks over to a group of people beside the window. One of them has something to tell her, apparently.
ねえ、カイト。
Yasuri calls out to me. I'm really sorry, I know I've been slacking with this festival prep lately.
それは仕方ないよ。奨学金に関することでしょ。死活問題じゃない。それよりもさ。
After motioning for me to lean over, she whispers in my ear.
ぶっちゃけ、メイと付き合ってる
No!
の？何？はっきりしなさいよ。
There's nothing to spill. Well, technically there is, but nothing I can tell her without getting in serious trouble. Nothing I can tell her without having to silence her. I make a slight smirk as I think that to myself.
何その余裕の笑み。
I know what it seems like, but it's not that. I'm just hanging around May more often because of some stuff with Mr. Yukishiro.
言ってたわね。メイのお父さんっていろんな人に奨学金を提供してて、カイトもお世話になるんだってね。
There's your answer. I've further pushed my lie towards her. Luckily, it's an easy lie to keep up. May accepts it unquestioningly, and my old man is willing to back me up.
でも、それとこれとは関係なくない？
She moves the conversation back to our supposed relationship. Well, how am I going to weasel myself out of this one? May, for her part, continues joyfully chat with her friends, blissfully unaware of my current peril. Just say no! Living in May's house has meant that I've been around my old man a lot more over these past few days. He's had me doing so many menial tasks that it almost feels like I'm training to be a butler. The actual purpose in doing all that is to familiarize me with the mansion, however. We were all cleaning up the dishes after supper when May says something to me.
カイトくん、これ終わったら私の部屋に来ませんか？
Huh? Oh, yeah. I steal a quick glance at my old man's direction. It feels like he's glaring at me quite harshly, but I paid no mind. I'm ready if you are. I leave the room in haste before he can murder me. Pardon me.
はい、いらっしゃいませ。
This is the second time I've been in May's room. It's filled with the same kind of antique luxurious furniture as mine, along with some modern decorations fitting for a girl her age. There! This one's not fucking crooked! This This one also is fucking crooked. Why is the fucking lamp in his room crooked?
カイトくん、見せたかったのは
I
これです。
honest to God, right now I'm just hoping crooked is actually the right word. Wait. Okay? What's this thing she wants to show me? She directs my attention to a decorative cabinet that looks like it might store fine china. And this is the cabinet that Natsume made for her right next to it. You actually can't see it, so the cabinet?
いえ、ここにあるティーセットです。
And she mentions this, there's a wide variety of different teacups and teapots inside. What about them?
喫茶店で使ってもらおうと思うんです。
Oh yeah, the school festival.
はい。
Strangely enough, her smile fades soon after she responds.
今年の学院祭、ちゃんとお手伝いできそうにないので、せめてこれくらいはと思うんです。
Mm-hmm. She can barely muster any sort of audible response. You can tell she really is disappointed. Being the daughter of the president, she was being made to come home early every day for safety reasons. She wanted to help, but she couldn't. I was the same way, but she's feeling far more emotional about it than I am. I can only imagine how excited she was for this whole festival coming into this week. I think that's a great idea. We'll just need to be careful not to break him, though.
はい、そうですね。
She answered with a bright, warm smile. The traces of the gloom in her expression have been wiped away. No, I wonder what the attention to the festival is like. I'm kinda looking forward to it.
それを伝えるなら、ちょっと待っててください。
She walks over to her bookshelf. After scanning it for a few seconds, she pulls out a particularly large book.
これ、どうぞ。
What the fuck? Oh, I like her with her hair down. She looks really derpy though. Who the fuck are these two? The fuck is that expression? Jesus. Who's that hair? Is that the sister under her hood? Probably not. Who's that? Is that not to me? I doubt it because it's on the same page as this. Wouldn't really make chronological sense. Who is that? Who the fuck cares? I don't know what the fuck that is. Is this a photo album?
はい。デジタルデータの写真もあるのですが、アルバムにした方がいいって話が出て、いただきました。
That's neat. Flipping through the album, I see a bunch of people wearing a school uniform I'm quite familiar with. May is in many of them, and Suguri too. Wait, those are the second year ribbons. Some even have our good friend Iwashimizu in it. Just look at that fucking idiot.
劇をやったんです。
Cool, cool. Looks like you guys did the monkey and the crab. What the fuck is the monkey and the crab? And those bows should be blue. Just like Koraku, because that's 1 year before they came into this class, right? Have a monkey, a crab, a bee. Where the fuck is the bee? What looks like a giant mortar and pestle. She's supposed to be the bee! I don't fucking see the bee! They're all dressed up in costumes, wearing things on their heads to indicate which role they're playing. Why is that bee, though? Like, that's the only thing I can assume here. Like, she's the crab, he's the monkey. That's fucking mortar and pestle. So she would have to be the bee! But why is it just a fucking crown of flowers?
おとぎ目視録、クラブ VS モンキー、リベンジャーズマキシマム編という劇でした。
Fucking excuse me, what? What the heck kind of story was this? I'm concerned!
カニさんとお猿さんが火器に当たってお腹を壊して、カニさんだけ亡くなったことに逆恨みしたカニさんの仲間たちがお猿さんを追い詰めていくという現代ホラーです。
What the fuck? That story is like complete what though?
クリさん役の人間ロケットが会場の笑いを誘いました。
said! Complete what? What about that is horror?
面白かったです。
What were you, by the way?
ナレーターでした。適任だったそうです。
Oh, so where the fuck is the bee then? I don't know why I'm so agitated this part. I'm just gonna call this part agitation. I can totally see that. If she told the story in the same matter-of-fact manner she did to me, everyone would be in tears laughing, no matter what kind of tragedy the story was.
楽しかったです。
I hear a distinct wistfulness in her voice as she looks at the pictures. I just have to find some way to let her participate more in this year's festival. If I can try asking my old man about it. Oh, is that your dad, that one?
はい。来てくれました。
That was nice of him. Must have been a year ago. Only imagine how busy he must have been. I was probably around when he was getting ready for the presidential primary elections. People often say that an election outcome is often determined in those preliminary stages. Stress must have been at its highest for him during that time. Or maybe that was why he came to visit May in the first place, as a way to relax and get his mind off things. I remember when I met him, he said that this place was his home.
お父さん、懐かしいって言ってました。
Oh, really?
元天主堂学院の学院生だったそうです。
Ah, okay. Who produced the president? Suppose they don't call it an elite school for nothing. Mr. Yukishiro must have come over here from the UPJ as an exchange student and spent his schoolboy years in Morino.
お母さんとも学院で会ったんだそうです。
Oh, really? Oh, no, don't tell me. The person that named Mephistopheles. That's her mom, isn't it? And either her mom died or somehow got amnesia. I'm more leaning towards amnesia because of the comment from Sister Therese where she said that she probably doesn't even remember that the cat is called Mephistopheles. Anyways, more than likely her mother has passed away. Can't possibly bring up the subject or her
学
though.
院に通っているうちから仲睦まじかったと聞きます。当時から夫婦みたいだったって言われてたそうです。友達にはその辺でよく話題になってたみたいですよ。
That's interesting. Her parents sure sound like they loved each other a lot.
はい。
As her boastful smile cloud over ever so slightly. Do you miss your dad, May? I won't hurt myself in the face for asking such an insensitive question.
はい。でも、大統領になってしまいましたから、きっとこれからもっと忙しくなるんだと思います。私もお父さんを支えていきたいと思います。
Surprisingly enough, when she looks back at me, she's wearing a beaming smile. It wasn't that she was prepared to make sacrifices, no. She's just genuinely being considerate towards her father's situation. Oh, then just make sure you smile for him when he comes back home. I think that's what he wants.
はい。カイトくんの言う通りですね。
He even gave me his room to use, so I'll need to thank him too.
お父さん、喜ぶと思います。
Maybe throw in a bit of griping too, if I'm in the mood.
なんでですか？
Feel like I'm a royal or something in that room. It's way too discomforting. My life's just been way too hectic this past week, I tell ya. But I am still grateful for him.
不
To
思議
him.
です。
What's funny?
なんだか、カイトくんとお父さんがお友達みたいです。
Bro! What the fuck is going on? Yeah, fucking marry my daughter! What? That awkward silence, by the way, was on purpose. Well, I'd be one cool guy if I could say I was friends with the president.
はい。かっこいいです。
Blush in the face as she... I blush in the face as she repeats that back to me. I exactly one. I want to keep going, but I have to stop. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. See you next time. Bye bye. And honest to God, I don't do this often, but go ahead and if you enjoyed it, please do subscribe, because I at some point do want to earn money with these videos now, since I am slowly realizing that my situation isn't that good for the whole recordings business. Like, if I don't start earning money with this, I won't be able to buy games as often to play. And that will just slow the rate at which I can put out content. And I just enjoy recording way too much for that. So yeah, just go ahead and please do subscribe. Because I do apparently need those 1,000 subscribers if I want to earn even like a single fucking cent with this. Which, by the way, this rule is fucking bullshit. Anyways, so yeah, it's just like now apparently now I know why people ask for that stuff. Anyway, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it and want to see more, just go ahead and subscribe. I feel dirty saying that, by the way. Anyways, see you next time. Bye bye.